Info spot for one YouTube channel. It's the late night show. Yes, it is. Get my Red Bull here. Good stuff to talk about, as well as we're going to have some fun tonight. The Price is Right game. You got it. Last time there was something that went wrong with my chat. And anyway, the Price is Right game got put on hold. I added a few pieces. So any rate, we're going to have some fun tonight. Price is Right game. I got some interesting stuff to talk about. Boy, it's end of August already. Wow, time flies. Now, I put it in my description box some of the topics we have, as well as general conversation. You know, I'm easy to go along with the flow of things. So we get into a different subject or topic, you know, as we go along in the show. That's cool. Okay, yeah, Price is Right game. Oh, from the New York Post, Mark Zuckerberg slams Apple's App Store. So he has a problem with it, claiming it's a monopoly, and it's been leaked in comments. So I'll get into that right here. Mark Zuckerberg, not too happy with Apple. Mark, if you don't know, Mark Zuckerberg is the CEO and creator of Facebook and Twitter, biggest social media networks. I take a little break from the news. I'm going to talk about the Bravo 20 story. Bravo 20 story. This is from the Gulf 91. It's a true story. What happened to some British SAS soldiers, Special Air Service. They're like a special forces group. Life of Naya, thank you for coming. I'm just going over a few things here for the show. Yeah, Price is Right game. We'll get into it once I get about 5 or 6 people in here. I got some interesting topics. Mark Zuckerberg slams the Apple's App Store. Unfair monopoly, what's going on? I'll get into that. And then I'm going to take a break from the news. Interesting story about Bravo 20. This is the true story. So wish me luck. I have school tomorrow. I'm kind of scared because it's going to be my first time since MRS Rana. Oh, I got you. Okay, since the COVID-19 and the shutdown last March. I got you. Yes, best of luck. You know, everybody goes in there with the nerves anyway, you know, most people. So no worries. Before you know it, it's going to be October. You know, time flies. We're almost at the end of summer now here, 31st of August. Anyway, I'm going to go over the story about Bravo 20, a true story about some British SAS soldiers during the Gulf War in Iraq. What happened to them. And they did a movie based off this. So I'm going to take a little break from some of the news topics on that. And then I got some fun ones. Aggressive beefalo on the loose in Connecticut. I didn't say buffalo, beefalo. Now, what in the hell is a beefalo? That's what I thought when I saw this news article. Anyway, it's a hybrid animal of a domestic cow and a bison. It's on the loose in Connecticut. I'll go over this story. Kind of a funny news story. What I have? One more here. President Abraham Lincoln's hair and bloody telegram is going up for auction. I'm going to talk about this, and then I'm going to bring up the issue I have with this. When I went over this from the United Press International, as well as some general conversation. So we get more people in here. If I get, 5 or 6 people in here, I'll go ahead and do the Price is Right game. And we'll have some fun. I like to start with that. So I'll see. Okay, we got 2 people in here. Once I get about 4 or 5 people in here, I'll go ahead with the Price is Right game. And I got it on the TV behind me. I'll bring it up here. Oh, hello, Prin Victor. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Victory, yay. Thank you for coming. We're going to kick it off with the Price is Right game once I get about 4 or 5 people in here. Last time I had a problem when I did the late night show about 4 nights ago. And for some reason, my live chat window wasn't working, but I saw like 5-6 people on my late night show. So I do have, as a backup, my cell phone here. I could bring up if I have any issues with the chat window again without having to reboot it. But that was like the first time it ever happened to me. But at any rate, we'll get rolling here. 3 people, just stick and stay. I'm trying to wait till I get about, well, once I get 4 people in here, we'll get rolling with the Price is Right game, have some fun. And then I got some interesting topics. Oh, hello. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming. I don't want to keep repeating all my topics for the late night show right now, but if you're interested, I have everything in my description box. I got a story from the Persian Gulf War, really interesting story to talk about, and a few other interesting topics here. Okay, 2. All right. Well, wait, I'm just holding on here for a little bit. So the 2 people are still on my live. Just hang tight if you could. And once we get a few more people in here, we'll get rolling with the Price is Right game. I'll boot it up on the TV behind me. We're just going to kick off the late night show, having some fun here. And thank you so much for coming. I had a little sip of my Red Bull. All right, let me check the chat. Pinnacle, also watching you now. Okay. Shout out your girlfriend. If I'll tell you what, Prin Victor, if she has a YouTube channel, tell her to come on in and I'll post her link because we network here. I can do that. If you want to put her name in the chat window and, say any type of shout out, go on ahead, Prin Victor. I didn't catch the VMAs, Victory Yay. I was working midnight shift last night, midnight to 8. And then I was getting some stuff done yesterday. So unfortunately, I did not catch the VMAs. Oh, you're more than welcome, Prin Victor. You're more than welcome. Okay, 3 people here. Hopefully, I'll see if we get give me. I want to give it 4 to 5 minutes, everybody. If you can, just stick and stay. I'll see if I get a couple more people in, and then we'll get rolling with the Price is Right game. Why don't I do this? Why I'm killing a little time, wait for a few more people to come on in, and we'll get rolling with the Price is Right game. Let me bring up some of the your YouTube channels here so we can network with each other. So give me 1 second. Okay. I'm going to get them up as fast as I can, click it here. All right. Channels. Okay. I'll do Victory Yay here first. If you're not connected with Victory Yay is a terrific YouTube channel. And Victory Yay's niche is NBA basketball as well as college basketball. But anything basketball, man, he will answer questions and talk about it, as well as he does the NBA games, like the video games, and he brings up players of the past, current players. So yeah, anything sport of basketball, Victory Yay, check out his channel. Really, really great. I'm not the biggest basketball fan, but I am a Detroit Pistons fan. So I watched the Pistons, quite a bit. So I do enjoy Victory Yay's channel, but I'm going to do a channel drop here for Victory Yay, and we'll get rolling here shortly with the Price is Right game. I'm going to do a little networking on my part here, do some channel drops. Prin Victor, hold on. Let me get you, sir. 1 second, Victory Yay. Let me just get a couple channel drops and I will answer that for you, sir. And Prin Victor is a friend of mine from the Philippines, and he's got all kinds of different stuff on his YouTube channel, from doing recipes and cooking to videos he films and takes over there in the Philippines. Genuine YouTuber. So yeah, if you're looking to want to build your channel, get connected with or I want to say get connected, network with Prin Victor. I'm going to drop his channel link right here. Okay, Life of Naya is a very good friend of mine, a loyal YouTuber. If you're not, how should I say, if you're not friends with Life of Naya, I'm going to drop her link here. She will definitely come over to your channel, and she's got some pretty cool videos. She does like some of those the animation videos, and then she likes the hip hop music that she's put in there. Anyway, yeah, if you're not friends with Life of Naya, I am going to drop her link right now. Good friend of mine on YouTube. Ba-boom. Okay, was it WOWISEE? I'll give you a channel drop here. 1 second, and we'll get rolling here shortly with the Price is Right game, everybody. I just got to put the channel drops in. And Victory, yeah, I'll answer your question in just a second. Okay, one more channel drop. Copy. I'll put you in here. Okay, all right. I had a question. Okay, VMAs, baseball and football. Okay, the two sports I'm really big fans of. Some people don't consider it sport, but anyway, that's a whole discussion for another day. But NFL football and bowling. Those are my two favorites. I love watching the PBA bowling on Fox Sports, and then God, I forget the other channel. It used to be ESPN. It's on Fox Sports Plus, and there was another channel the bowling was on. But I watch college football, but mostly I'm a Spartans fan, Michigan State. And I love the bowl games, but I'm mostly NFL fan, big time. For baseball, I'm kind of like the basketball. I watch the Detroit Tigers, and I like the baseball playoffs. Now, if it's, regular season baseball, and let's say the Toronto Blue Jays are taking on, the Oakland A's, and it's a West Coast game, if there's nothing else on, I'll tune in and watch it. But mostly my two big sports I'm really into, and is the NFL football and the bowling. But I do watch my Pistons and Tigers. Same with hockey. I'm not the biggest hockey fan per se, but I watch the Red Wings and, some of the hockey once in a while during the winter. Oh, yeah, bowling. Yeah, you know what, though? I totally agree with you real quick. And I got 4 people in here. Please stay. We'll get the Price is Right game going here in just a minute or two. And I'm going to do a video, the Price is Right video. So if you win, you'll get in the video. If you don't win, you can still get in the video because I'll do an honorable mention roll call. That's how I roll, baby. Yes, Victory, yay. Bowling should be an Olympic sport because, see, here's where I come from is you got table tennis / ping pong, depending where you are in the world, what they call it. I've always called it ping pong. And some of these other sports are archery, I believe, is an Olympic sport. So, like, why not bowling? Because it's physical activity and it's skill. And the thing with bowling is, keep in mind, is people don't know this. A lot of people say, oh, I know so-and-so who can bowl close to 300 all the time. But there's a difference. When the pros go bowling, at the type of oil patterns they put on those lanes makes it very difficult for these pros to strike, and they use different bowling balls. So that's a difference between someone who's got a high bowling average that bowls at Joe Blow's bowling alley in Los Angeles, or Detroit, Michigan, versus the PBA pro. So, yeah, I'm totally with you. I feel bowling should be an Olympic sport. If they got ping pong and archery and some of these other ones, bowling should be an Olympic sport. Oh, cool, Prin Victor. Yep, that's awesome. Good job, the network. Okay, 3 people. I'm going to take a sip of my Red Bull here, everybody. I'm going to put my paperwork off to the side, and we'll get started with the Price is Right game. We're here to have some fun. I try to give a little time for everybody to come in, but I'm not going to sit here and, it's been 15 minutes since the start of the show. All right, let me put my stuff over here. Get a sip of my Red Bull. Yeah, keep me up. I got a small can of the Red Bull here and my Snapple for my late night show. Do I eat a special meal before I bowl? One sec. One of the things I usually, I'm not that superstitious and stuff. Sometimes before I go bowling, now I know I used to swim, and certain foods I would hold off on eating before swimming. Any rate, a lot of times I just love stopping at Subway, Victory, yay, before I go bowling. Oh, thanks, Print Victor. Yeah, I always keep wet the whistle, as I call it. But answering your question, we'll get rolling with the Price is Right game. When I would go bowling, Victory, yay, a lot of times I'm not big on wanting the fast food, but I do enjoy Subway before I go bowling. And sometimes if I'm on a time crunch, trying to go bowling, is my favorite meal at the bowling alley is a BLT sandwich with some chips or fries. I love pizza, but the problem is I've only been to like one bowling alley, and I've been to a lot of bowling alleys that's had decent pizza. Most of the pizza at the bowling alleys is just like pre-frozen crap that they warm up. So a lot of times the pizza at the bowling alley, don't eat that garbage. But yeah, usually my favorite thing in the bowling alley, because I would feel full and I didn't want a lot of food, in me when I'm bowling. And when I'm just there bowling for practice and they're not doing league, I might bowl 6-7 games. But yeah, I usually would like a BLT sandwich with fries or chips. And then I'm not a big beer drinker. So a lot of times I would get Mountain Dew or, water. I love my Snapple iced tea, but a lot of bowling alleys don't have it. And they don't allow you to bring in your own beverages at bowling alleys because the problem is a lot of people, they do this. They sneak in liquor in their bowling ball bags, and a lot of people, for example, like rum and Coke. So they'll sneak in a thing of Captain Morgan rum in their bowling ball bag and get a Coke and do that. So a lot of times, just about every bowling alley, plus they need to make money. They make a lot of money off concessions. But yeah, to answer your question real quick, wrap that up. My favorite food, usually what I have at the bowling alley is a BLT with fries and chips. Or if I got time, I'd love to stop at Subway before I go bowling. You know what I might do in my live later? If you got talking about bowling, I got my bowling balls and stuff. I might bring one of my bowling ball bags out and show those. But one other quick thing on the bowling, and I'll get to the Price is Right game, is that what really sucks is with this COVID-19 outbreak in March, even if some of these bowling alleys are open around here, I'm not too keen in going into the bowling alley, it's until we get past this COVID-19. It's just kind of high risk, you're constantly what you're touching, and it's kind of difficult too wearing that mask. Believe it or not, I do breathe out a lot, and I get heavy, with my breathing because you're doing that constant approach. They call it like the approach, but throwing that bowling ball. Any rate, yeah, I haven't been bowling since like February, but I kind of miss it. But I'll get back into it. It's not going anywhere. So it's just one of those things, it sucks, but hey, what are you going to do? Anyway, let me get my notepad here. I got my pen, my notepad. Just a couple quick things for the Price is Right game. I'm going to boot up now, everybody. It's just simple as this. All you have to do, I'm going to bring up an item, and I'll read the item description in that. Now, this is not about speed, okay? So much speed. I'm going to read you the item. You'll see the picture of the item. And then all you have to do is enter in your guess on the retail amount of the item. So, like, let's say your guess is $12.50. You don't need a dollar sign. Just put in 12.50 or, period or decimal point. If your guess is a straight $12, let's say, just put in 12. One rule I do have, one guess. So if you guess too quick and you put in, $55 and you want to lower your amount, too bad, that's your guess. So I usually give about 15 seconds. I'll sometimes read the item twice and get everybody a chance to look at it. And then what I do is when I call time, I got my sheet here with the amount, and the person who is the closest to the retail amount of the item without going over is the winner. And I think I got 17 items. I do have one winner from the previous show before I had a problem with my chat. I'm going to put in for the video, Mike 4VP. He might show up. Any rate, let me stop talking. It's already 20 minutes. Let's get into this. Let's have some fun. Okay, let me boot this up, everybody. Okay, I think 17 items. I put a few extras in here when I had some time this afternoon. Give 1 second. I have it in my PowerPoint. It's booting up. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right. Let me see. I have my little PowerPoint thing. Let me see if this works here. Oh, awesome. Okay. Now this one has already been when I did this. I think Victory, you were here at the time, my last late night show broadcast, and then my live chat, I just took a dump on me. But anyway, I'm going to move on. The first one was this Alpine 8-foot pool table. Okay, here we go. All right, this one's up on the clock, everybody. And I'm going to read you the item, and you can kind of get a good look at the picture. This is the Guinness Brewery logo orange double neon wall clock. The Guinness Brewery logo orange double neon wall clock. Now, why it says double neon, it has two neon bars on the side that go around, and they're lit up in an orange color. It's got a really cool toucan bird with a glass of Guinness on its bill, and it's got the Guinness logo, and it's got a little pole chain to light up the clock. So it's a beautiful wall clock. This is like one of those awesome pieces, to have in your man cave in the basement or your bedroom. But anyway, I got two people here. Well, hopefully some more show up. Enter here, enter an amount. Oh, it says my connection is unstable. Okay, now that went away. I get that with my Wi-Fi. Okay, Victory, you have an amount in. I'm showing two people on the live. Life and Naya or Prin Victor, if you're here, do you guys have a guess? If you want to put in a guess here, I got this again is the Guinness Brewery logo orange double neon wall clock. So I have one guess from Victory. More time. I see 3 people in here. Just put your guess in the live chat for the retail amount on this item. I'll give it about 12 seconds, then I'll call time on this and let you guys know what this thing sells for. By the way, Victory, this thing it would be, this is cool for it's being a sports fan. It's not a sports thing, but it's just one of those great, for your bedroom or the man cave. It's a cool ass clock, I must say. Okay. I am going to call time. I'll make a little buzzer sound. Okay, where's my little pointer here? Well, we have a winner. There's one guess put in, so I'm giving it to Victory. Boom. Oh, wait, that's the next one up. I have it on my sheet here. The Guinness Brewery logo orange double neon wall clock. Retail amount for this item is $102.99, and that's from Amazon. So basically for $100, if you really wanted something cool to put on your wall for your bedroom or your, down the basement, anywhere, man, this wall clock is the bomb, this double neon wall clock. And that's not bad. Anyway, okay, let me put you in here, Victory. Now, whoever gets the most right, what I'm going to do is I'll call grand prize winner. You'll be first in the video. So whoever gets the most right in the game, not only will you be in the first part of the video as the winners, you'll be first in the video. You're more than welcome, Victory. I appreciate you coming. Victory. All right. Okay. Let me go to the next item up here on The Price is Right. I even put the logo there in between. Okay. I'll read this here. You might not be able to read all that. But anyway, this is a Toro Power Clear 518 ZR 99C, that's a type of in the motor. Anyway, Toro Power Clear single stage gas snowblower. So it's a gasoline snowblower. It's not an electrical one. I don't even know if they make, I know they make electrical lawnmowers, but I don't know if they make electrical snowblowers because it needs a lot of power with the snow compared to cutting grass. Any rate, Toro Power Clear, single stage gas snowblower. It's the 518ZR99C model. Raul, thank you for coming. Okay, cool. I appreciate you, man. I put some time in the, putting this all together, and it really is a great feeling to get some people in here playing. Okay, I'll give it another 10 seconds here. I'll read it one last time. The Toro Power Clear 518ZR model, 99cc, single stage gasoline snowblower. Okay, 2 guesses. I'm going to grab a sip of my Red Bull, and then I'll call time on this. I am doing terrific. Thanks, Raw. Okay, Print Victor's got a guess in too. All right, I'm going to call time. I need to get some kind of little buzzer or like a bell, when I do this game. I'll keep that in mind if I see something at the dollar store cheap. Any rate, okay. The retail amount on the Toro Power Clear single stage gasoline snowblower is $349 at Home Depot. So that's on the Home Depot website for $349 even. Now, who is the closest to $349? 152, 150. Whoa, Raul. All right. You're in the winner's circle with victory. Yay. Congratulations, Raul. You were the closest to the retail amount. Okay, cool. Yeah, this snowblower they have like a bunch of different models, but this is a little bigger model and it's got a little wider on it. Yeah, they're not cheap though. I bought one real quick, I think in the late 90s. My dad still has it, and it was a Toro. And I think I paid like $150 or $40 for a thing. And yeah, they're not cheap anymore. Anyway, let's keep it moving. All right, here we go. Next item up on the Price is Right. All right, I'll do the buzzer sound. Thanks, Print Victor. All right, here we go, guys. It's still summer. Fun in the sun. The Kawasaki Jet Ski STX 160 model. So this is a Kawasaki jet ski. It's a 2-seater, and this is the STX 160 model. They have like different models, jet skis. They even make them 3 and 4-seaters, and they make these jet boats, and some of them are more sport. But the Kawasaki jet ski STX 160 model. So put a guess in, everybody. I got one guess in there. Kawasaki jet ski STX 160 model, or the model's STX 160. Okay, 2 guesses. Print Victor, do you have a guess on the price for this Kawasaki jet ski? It's the STX 160 model. Beautiful jet ski. Unfortunately, you lose a little bit, going from my TV to here, but it's a really nice red, black, and gray trim. And then it's got the rubber, around it there. Beautiful jet ski. If you lived on a lake, this thing would be fun to have. Okay, I'm going to call time here in a second. Okay, here we go, everybody. Wow, I thought I'd have some higher guesses in. Kawasaki jet ski, the STX 160 model, retails for $9,599. And this is from the Kawasaki website. Now, you might get this cheaper depending on what dealer you go to, that sell these, but the retail amount on it is just shy of 10 grand. It's $9,599. These jet skis are not cheap, man. Anyway, let me check the window. Who is the closest? Who has the highest bid amount? Oh, Print Victor, you're in the winner's circle. Congratulations. At $765.99, you were in the winner's circle. All right, Print Victor. Okay, good job. All right, let's move on to the next item. Here we go, everybody. The Price is Right. Okay, This is the Cuisinart. That's the brand. 10-inch by 14-inch stainless steel roasting pan with rack. Cuisinart 10-inch by 14-inch stainless steel roasting pan with rack. So this is basically, you got like a turkey or a roast. You could put this in here, and it's got a beautiful little rack for the juice and the crap to drain off into the bottom of the pan and set it in your oven. But a nice rack. It's a Cuisinart brand. And now this is like metal. This is not glass or plastic or anything. You can probably see it's like silver. So that's the Cuisinart 10-inch by 14-inch stainless steel. Well, actually not metal, stainless steel roasting pan with rack. Okay, get some guesses in here. 320, 35, print Victor. Yes. Raul, do you have a guess here on... Oh, hi, Family Magic. We're doing Price is Right game. Oh, okay. I have my moderators here, so keep that in mind. As a matter of fact, where is... I got one more moderator, real good friend of mine, Victory, yay, with a blue wrench. Okay, thank you, Raul. I appreciate that. Okay, I'll call time here in a second. If you don't have a guess in, put one in for the Cuisinart 10-inch by 14-inch stainless steel roasting pan with rack. You're welcome, Victory, yay. All right, I'll give it a few seconds when I'm done sipping my Red Bull here, and I'll call time, and I'll give the answer. Okay, I'll count you, Raw. I got your guess in here. Perfect. I'll take it. I do believe I know Family Magic, but any rate, yeah, Family Magic. I'm glad you're here. Just you gotta watch what you put in the chat. That's all. Anyway, let me go ahead here, everybody. Okay, the Cuisinart 10-inch by 14-inch stainless steel roasting pan with rack. The retail amount on this item is $32.49, and that's from the Target website. So you could buy this at Target for $32.49. Wow, everybody was over. Woo, everyone was over on that. Yeah, you would know it's not like a $10, $20 item being stainless steel, the rack, but oh, thanks. That's just me making a buzzer sound. But hey, it happens. We're having fun. It's the game. All right, everyone was over on that. The retail amount was $32.49 at Target. Let's move on to the next one, everyone. The Price is Right. Okay, here we go. Okay. I got my sheet here. I can read this. Epson Expression Premium XP 7100 wireless all-in-one inkjet printer. Now, listen carefully. Epson brand Expression Premium XP 7100 wireless. That means Wi-Fi. All-in-one inkjet printer. So put a guess in here. The Epson Expression Premium XP 7100 wireless all-in-one inkjet printer. So basically, this is a Epson Expression Premium inkjet printer. Almost all the printers now have Wi-Fi. Oh, SC2000, thanks for coming. Thank you for coming. We're doing Price is Right. I'll read the amount. I am doing great, everybody. Thanks for asking. One more time, it is the Epson Expression Premium XP 7100 wireless, which means Wi-Fi, all-in-one inkjet printer. So put a guess in for the amount. Epson Expression Premium XP 7100 wireless, all-in-one inkjet printer. So when they mean all-in-one, it's basically two. This is one of the deals that it also does scanning and copying. If you want to scan something to put it in your computer, or you got like a picture and you want to, copy it, you can do that too, as long as printing stuff up. And it's wireless, so it does Wi-Fi. Okay, I got Okay, Victory, yay. I have a guess in at $50.25. Print Victor, I have a guess. All right, anyone else want to put a guess in on the retail amount of this printer? I'm going to give it about another I'll give it about another 5 seconds here. Let me sip my Red Bull again. Okay, I got SE 2000 Schindler Elevator 2000. Okay, here we go. The retail amount on this Epson wireless all-in-one inkjet printer XP 7100 model is $199.99. Woo! We got somebody right on the nose. Wow. Okay. All right. I'll put you in here. Wow. That's the second time I had that happen. Somebody guessed it right on the nose. All right. SCH. And that's at Best Buy. That's at Best Buy is where that it's $199.99 at Best Buy. SCHINDLER. Okay, I'm just writing it down. SC2000, I got you in the winner's circle. Yes, congratulations. Yeah, right on the nose. I had that one other time. A typical queen, a friend of mine was in a previous one and got it. All right, here we go, everybody. Next up on The Price is Right. Okay, this is the Honeywell HT900. That's the model. Turbo Force fan. Honeywell HT900 Turbo Force fan. So this is like a small bedroom fan. It's a Honeywell brand. This is Honeywell. It's plastic. If you could probably see on here, it's a black plastic. So this is the Honeywell Turbo Force fan. It's like a fan for a bedroom, small room, and it's the HT900 model. So get your guesses in. Oh, Learn with Watson, dear. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll give it here another 10 seconds, 10, 15 seconds. Put your guesses in. One last time. The Honeywell Turbo Force fan HT900 model. Okay. I am going to call time. Okay. Whoa, we got the retail amount on this item is $15 on Amazon. So, winner again is SC2000 Schindler Elevator 2000 came in at $14.94. Okay, you are the winner. Wow. Okay, good guess. You're right there. Yeah. So I'll put another check mark. Whoever wins the most here will be first in the winner's circle on my video. So when I do the video here for everybody, I'll put you in there for playing in the game. And if you don't win, stick and stay. You'll be an honorable mention. All right. Next up, let's move on. Congratulations. Where's my little, here it is, my little PowerPoint pointer. The Price is Right. Okay. Next item up, everybody. This is the GE 240 volt diamond gray electric dryer with steam and sanitized cycle. So this is a clothes dryer, okay? This is GE brand, 240 volt. Anyway, it's the GE diamond gray electric dryer with steam and sanitized cycle. This is a full-size electric dryer, and it's a front load dryer. It might not see too well with the black, but it's not a top load dryer. It's a front load dryer. GE 240. That don't matter. Most of them are that many volts. But it's the GE Diamond Gray electric dryer with steam and sanitized cycle. So put your guesses in here. Okay, I got a guess here from Print Victor. Anyone else have a guess? If you have a guess on this, go ahead. This is the GE Diamond Gray electric dryer with steam and sanitized cycle. Okay. I'll give it a few more seconds. I got two guesses here. Print Victor. Oh, Victory. Yay. I don't think that. Oh, is that your guess? Victory. Yay was $80.35. Oh no, that was from previous. So I got two guesses here. I'm trying to watch this. Print Victor at $99. Okay, Print Victor. Which one? Okay, are you at 750? Is that your guess? If I have two amounts in Print Victor, so whatever one it was yours, if you can, please remove the comment because you can only get one guess per item. So what I'll do is just do me a favor. Whatever amount you want as your final guess here, the $99 or that 750, just take the one you don't want, remove it. I'll let it go this time. I'll give a few more seconds here and I'll call time on this. Okay, I got two guesses in here. I'll take Print Victor's highest guess there, 750.85. Then I got Schindler Elevator 2000 at 854. The retail amount on this GE Diamond Gray electric dryer with a steam sanitized cycle front loading dryer. This is a full size dryer. Okay, yep, I got that. The retail amount is $944 at Home Depot. Oh, my connection's unstable. Okay, there we go. Sometimes if my voice cuts in or out, that's my stinking Wi-Fi. So the retail amount on this item is $944 at Home Depot. So, oh, okay, that was for the previous one. I got you. Oh no, that he said that was it's okay, SE 2000. It's not the end of the world. Anyway, okay, we have a winner. Oh, Servant David, thank you for coming. No big deal. No big deal. You know, some stuff happens with the amounts. Anyway, the winner is Schindler Elevator again. You were the closest to the retail amount at $854. The retail amount I got on this dryer was $944 from Home Depot. So I'll put a second check mark by your name here. All right, next item. We're doing Price is Right, Servant David. Thanks for coming. And thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, here we go. We'll keep rolling with the game. The Price is Right. All right, here we are. Oops, I got to take my sheet and flip it over. I got my little sheet with all my answers on it. Oh, you're fine. You're fine, Print Victor. It ain't no big deal, you know. Okay, moving on, everybody. Here we go. Next item up is Sun Chips whole grain snacks. And now this is the original. I know they make a cheddar cheese and some other ones. Anyway, 7-ounce bag. Okay, so put in your guesses on the retail amount. This is Sun Chips whole grain snacks, original brand, 7-ounce bag. So here you go. It's a seven. What is the retail amount? Let me get my pen. Retail amount on a 7-ounce bag of Sun Chips whole grain snacks, original. Enter in your guess. Oh, thank you, Servant David. Learn with Watson, dear. Okay, enter in your amounts. Any more guesses? Thank you. Thank you. All right, I'll call. If you have any more guesses here, I got one guess in. Any more guesses? I'm going to call the buzzer. Okay. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Before I give the retail amount, I have Schindler Elevator. This is what, the fourth time? I think 3 times you got the exact amount. I'm going to call cheating on you. I'm calling cheating on you, sir. So I'm going to who is moderator? All right, I'm going to have to call cheating on you. This is like the third or fourth time the exact amount, and I think you're looking this up. I think you were on the Ange TV show cheating as well, so I do have to call cheating on you. All right, closest one. Yeah, I'm calling cheating on you. This was like the fourth time, and you're getting the exact amounts, and then you're rating a little bit after. And I know you were on the Ange TV show live cheating. So yeah, if you don't like it, you can leave. That's fine. I don't really care. We're here having fun. I don't appreciate people cheating. Yeah, this is like the fourth time you got the exact amount. That's not just lucky guessing. Okay. Who do I have here closest to the retail amount? I have $2.98 is the retail amount on that. Print Victor and Victory Yay. I got you both in there. We'll move on to the next one. I apologize for that, everybody. But Schindler Elevator was cheating on someone else's live with the game, and when someone's getting the exact amount, 4 times in a row, and the amounts are being put in just before I call a time, that's when that's it. I know some is cheating. So anyway, we're gonna move on, have some fun. Okay, here we go, everyone. The Hewlett Packard 15.6-inch touchscreen laptop computer. This is the Hewlett Packard 15.6-inch touchscreen laptop computer. And this computer has Intel Core. Let me read off my sheet. This computer has the Intel Core i5 processor, 12 gigabytes of memory, 256 gigabyte solid state hard drive. Again, the Hewlett Packard 15.6-inch touchscreen laptop computer with the Intel processor i5, 12 gigabytes of memory. Put a guess in. Okay. I got one guess. Oh, thank you for coming. Belinda Jibas, thank you so much for coming. Servant David, thank you for coming. Okay. 1046. All right. Okay. Any more guesses? I'll give it a little more time here. Again, this is the Hewlett Packard 15.6-inch touchscreen laptop computer. Intel i5 core processor, 12 gigabytes of memory, 256 gigabyte hard drive. Okay, let me get a sip here now. Okay, I'll call time here. All right, the retail amount on this Hewlett Packard 15.56-inch touchscreen laptop computer. Okay, I'll take your guess, Roll. I haven't given the answer yet. No problem. The retail amount on this item is $619.99 at Best Buy. The retail amount on this item is $619.99 at Best Buy. So the closest one to the retail amount without going over. Raul, you were close, but you just went over a little bit. Servant David, you were over. Victory, yay. Okay, you're closest without going over it. Your guess at 250.36. So the retail amount was $619.99. So victory, yay. Okay, I got you. All right, don't worry. I got plenty more items coming up here, so don't get discouraged. All right, let's keep it moving, have some fun. The Price is Right. Come on down. The old Bob Barker. Drew Carey does a good job with that show. Okay, next item up, everybody, is the Triumph Fire and Ice LED light up 54-inch air hockey table. So this is like one of those air hockey game tables, you could put in your basement or your game room. This is the Triumph Fire and Ice LED light up 54-inch air hockey table. The Triumph Fire and Ice LED light up 54-inch air hockey table. So put your guesses in. A really cool air hockey table. Now, the picture you might not see as well, but it's got color on the side and it's got the red and blue. What do they call those? A little handheld cup things there, and then it's got a little small electric scoreboard thing. So imagine when the puck goes in, it, reads the score there. It looks like plastic, that this part's plastic and it's got the decal Fire and Ice. Nice air hockey table for sure. Okay, cool. I'll call time here in just a little bit. Okay, I'll give 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm trying to see. I got to do something because I lose track where I left off from the item before. So what I'm going to do, instead of doing this buzzer sound, I'll just put a little emoji in here. All right. Oh, cool. Here we go. So I'll do this for time. I'll give 5 seconds here. If you haven't guessed on the retail amount of this item, get your guess in here. Give it 5 more seconds. Kaboom. Okay, there we go. All right, everybody. The retail amount on this item is $176.80 at Amazon. $176.80 at Amazon is the retail amount on this item. This really nice air hockey table. Okay, let me check here. Who's the closest? Without going over. Wow, Servant David, you were all so close. I see a 178 in there. It was $176.80 on Amazon. So you were $2 over. But if you go over, you're out. But man, oh man. So who's the closest to 176? Rawl, you were over a little bit. Oh, yeah, $2. But if you would have been $2 under, you'd have it. That leaves Victory Yay wins that at 120.26. He was the closest without going over. So congratulations to Victory Yay. I got you in here for that's the third one you got right. Now, if you win, you'll be in the winner's circle in my video I'll do. But keep in mind, you want to keep on winning. Whoever wins the most will be the grand prize winner, meaning they'll be first in the video I do. Yeah, at Walmart, but I'm going off of, and that's true. Now, some real quick, Servant David, I go off of where I get it. Now, this is the retail price for the table on Amazon. So that's the price I go off. Because sometimes I'll put an item up and let's say I get it from the Home Depot website and someone will say, oh, it's on Amazon for this price. So I just go off of the price where, I get it from. So anyway, yeah, you're real close. So Amazon was like about $2 cheaper from the Walmart. No problem. But man, close. And no biggie. We're going to have fun here. Let me keep it moving, everyone. We got plenty more to go. Okay, next item up, everybody. Here we are. The Cuisinart brand stainless steel microwave oven. So this is a pretty cool microwave oven. This is stainless steel. It's not some cheap plastic. It's a stainless steel microwave oven. It's got the little timer and then, the buttons and stuff are right here. And here's the door with the handle. Cuisinart stainless steel microwave oven. Here's the handle and it's stainless steel. So it's not cheap plastic. So put your guesses in on the retail amount for this. Cuisinart stainless steel microwave oven. Okay, I got one guess in. I got one guess in on the price. Two. Okay. Anyone else have a guess? I'll give it about 10 more seconds here. And like I say, a key with this too is it's stainless steel, not plastic. Usually you're talking more money with stainless steel versus the plastic stuff. It's got plastic, part of it's plastic, but the top and part of the front and the handle, that's stainless steel. Okay. All righty, I'm calling time. Boom, right there. Use my little emoji stop sign. Okay, let's see what we got. The retail amount on this Cuisinart stainless steel microwave retail amount is $147 at Walmart. This is on the Walmart website for $147. So who is the closest without going over? Raw, you were right in that ballpark, man, at $166.95. You were really close. Servant David, you were a little bit over. Oh, wow, victory, yay again. Yeah, you came in low, but sometimes coming in low works to your benefit. It's just somewhat similar to blackjack. If someone could be like within $5 of the item, but if they go over, so yeah, I got to give it this one again, the victory, yay. You were the closest without going over, but man, Raw was right in that ballpark. Okay, moving on, everybody. Here we go. All right, now we're moving to the Craftsman. Craftsman 6 cubic feet steel wheelbarrow. So this is a Craftsman brand 6 cubic feet steel wheelbarrow. Now, what they also mean by steel is a lot of the wheelbarrows, some of them, I don't say a lot, but some wheelbarrows have those wooden handles. But from here up to here, this is steel. It's not wooden. So this is also, this is a steel bucket. Now, some of the wheelbarrows will have plastic with wood handles, but this is Craftsman brand. The bucket steel, and these are steel or like aluminum handles on it. That's a Craftsman 6 cubic feet steel wheelbarrow. Okay, I got. Oh, victory! Laugh out loud. All right, put your guess in here. This is a great item though. Like if someone you have a big backyard, you do gardening and whatnot, they have this would be perfect. This Craftsman 6 cubic feet steel wheelbarrow for sure. Okay, I got one guess from Roland. I'll give it a little bit of time. If whoever else is here, you want to put a guess in. The Craftsman 6 cubic feet steel wheelbarrow. This is, yeah, something great, whether you're doing gardening or even if you did one of those jobs like mixed dry cement, that quick dry cement, you always use a wheelbarrow for that. I'll give a little more time here. I got one guess in. I'll give it about 10 more seconds, then I'll call time on this. What I'll do instead of having to do the buzzer all the time, I'm just going to put in that little stop sign emoji, and that's for time's up. Okay. I'll give 5 more seconds. Let me move out of the way so you can see it. And time. Okay, I only got one guess in, so Raw, that puts you in the winner's circle again. That's the second one you got right. The retail amount is, since you're the only one that got a guess in, and boy, you were close too. The retail amount on this is $74.98 at Lowe's. So I got this from the Lowe's website. $74.98 at Lowe's. So you were only, wow, about, right around like $10 off. Yeah, Raw. You were only about $10 off on the retail amount on this Craftsman steel wheelbarrow. Now, they had some wheelbarrows, by the way, real quick, before I move on. I'll just go forward here. They had some wheelbarrows I saw that were like around 35 to 40 bucks, but they're like the cheaper ones. And the cheaper wheelbarrows will have the plastic buckets, and then they have like a wood for the two handles. But that's the difference with the Craftsman one. You're getting that the bucket itself is steel, and the bars that come, with the handle, they're metal. They're like either steel or aluminum. But yeah, that's a difference when you're talking, 40 bucks. But if that's something you're going to use a lot, then you're probably better off buying like one of those good Craftsman wheelbarrows will last you years and years and years. Any rate, okay, let's go to the next item. All righty, let me put my sheet here. Okay, here we go. This is the Welch's Mixed Fruit Snacks, and this is a 22 count box of 19.8 ounce bags. So these are the Welch's Mixed Fruit Snacks, and you get 22 bags of it in this box. And each bag, they're like a 19.8 ounce bag. So just guess the retail amount. As you can see, this is the box here. 22 pouches means 22 bags. These are like, it's a snack. Welch's Mixed Fruit Snacks. 22 count box. Meaning it's one box, but 22 snack bags. Okay, I got one guess on the Welch's Mixed Fruit Snacks 22 count box. Oh, two guesses. Okay, I'll allow, but once you put a guess in, that's it. But go ahead, Servant David. If you have another guess, go ahead. I'll allow it. But yeah, just keep in mind, take your time when you're guessing on the amount on an item there, because I try to do just one guess per item. But one last time, I'll read it, then I'll call time on this. Welch's Mixed Fruit Snacks 22 count box of 19.8 ounce bags. So this is a box of those little fruit snack baggies, and they're in there. Okay. All right. I'll give it about another 5 seconds here, and then I'll put up the stop sign emoji. I got two guesses in. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, boom. Okay. The retail amount, everybody, for the Welch's Mixed Fruit Snacks is $3.99 at Target. It was right on the Target website. So it's a nice box, Okay, who do we have? Whoa, both were over. But you were close, Servant David. You were real close at $4.23. This was $3.99 at Target. Man, you were really close. All right, let me move here. No winners on that, but no problem. We still got a few more items here in the game. Okay, here we go, everybody. This is the Wilson Pro Staff Precision XL 112 tennis racket. The Wilson Pro Staff Precision XL 112 tennis racket. Okay, I have one guess in from Victory Yay. It might be a little hard to see this portion because it's white on white, but it's the bands or strings, whatever you call them, are white, and it has a red W spray painted in the middle. And that's the aluminum racket with the nice like rubber grip handle here. That is the Wilson Pro Staff Precision XL 112 tennis racket. All right. Hey, if you're not sure, we're just having fun in the game. Just take a guess, man. Take a guess. The Wilson, and believe me, I'm not a tennis player too. So if I was doing this game, let's say on Victory Yay's channel, I'd probably just have to take a stab or a guess at the retail amount on this. Okay, I got a second guess in. Raul, if you're here, do you have a guess? I'll call time here in about 5 seconds. One last time, the Wilson Pro Staff Precision XL 112 tennis racket. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, boom. All right. Okay, everybody. The retail amount on the Wilson Pro Staff Precision tennis racket, it's the XL 112 model, is $59 on Amazon. I got this from the Amazon website, and the retail amount on Amazon for this Wilson Pro Staff tennis racket, $59. So the closest one to $59. Victory, yay, good job. Wow, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you're doing good, Victory, yay. Yeah, it costs that much. But it's one of those things, play tennis, by the way. I think I do have a few more. I made a second one I worked on. It said game over. This is from last week. I didn't get to it all, but I'm going to bring up the second one here, everybody. 1 second. Show. There we go. I did notice, by the way, Victory, yay, with the tennis, and it's somewhat similar, kind of similar with the bowling, is even these, Wilson's one of the big companies that makes the tennis balls and the rackets, but the prices vary a lot. They had some tennis racket thing that was like over $100. So I guess it's the type of racket, I don't know if it's a lighter, a better aluminum, or the grip that they put on it, or the type of strings, whatever. But the prices on these tennis rackets, they vary quite a bit depending on the type of racket it is. I haven't played tennis in years. I think, gosh, it must have been like 20 years ago. I'd play for fun, with friends, but it's been a long time since I've done tennis. Yeah, it kind of is. Unless like you're somewhere where they have like tennis courts, but I get, yeah, only thing I'll take your word for it. I haven't played it to know what the cost is on all those things, other than that one freaking tennis racket. I would like to see, it's like in Detroit, the city of Detroit, there's not a lot of tennis courts where you get out in the suburbs, and they got a lot of the parks that have tennis courts set up. But I don't know, maybe, in some of the urban cities, in certain areas, tennis isn't as big. Any rate, I have 3 more items up here, everybody. So let me get to it. I was trying to do a few more here, but I was on a time crunch this evening. Anyway, I got 3 more. Now I'll have to describe this. It'll be hard to see. Okay, here we go. Next item up, everybody. The Bosch 10-inch conventional wiper blade. Now, this is a Bosch rear window wiper blade. So you can see the little Bosch box here, and here's the blade. It's a 10-inch wiper blade. Now, what 10-inch means, this is for rear windows. So this wiper blade is mainly used for SUVs, like a Ford Escape or the Chevy Track. And the other vehicle that these rear wiper blades would be used for is like some of these station wagons, like Volvo and Subaru and Volkswagen would make these. So yeah, if you have a small SUV or a station wagon, this would be usually the size wiper blade you want. This is the Bosch 10-inch conventional wiper blade. So anyone else here have a guess, please put it in. This is the Bosch 10-inch conventional wiper blade. Servant David, if you're here, take a guess. Rawl, if you're here, take a guess. I don't know if Print Victor is still here. Okay, cool. Got a couple close guesses. All right. I'll give it about another 5 seconds. Get a sip of my Snapple here. And I'll call time. Okay. There we go. Calling time. The retail amount on this Bosch 10-inch conventional wiper blade is $11.99 at AutoZone. This is where I got it from. The retail amount is $11.99 at AutoZone. Now, this might vary. I didn't check Walmart's website, but anyway, I went off the AutoZone website. So the closest person to the retail amount, both you guys are right there. But Victory, yay. Yeah, you're the winner on this one at $10.26. Retail amount was $11.99. Wow. Okay, two more items, everybody. Here we go. The Price is Right. Next item up for bid here, or I don't want to say bid. You're not bidding on it, but the next item, guess the retail amount. I'll read this here. You can see it. This is the Shark Navigator Pet Pro Vacuum. The Shark Navigator Pet Pro Vacuum. It's an upright vacuum. You can see the handle here, and this is bagless. It's got the big plastic container with the filter, and then here's the bottom of it. This is the Shark brand Navigator Pet Pro Vacuum. All right, I got one guess. Anyone else here put a guess in? The Shark Navigator Pet Pro Vacuum. I got one more item up after this for their Price is Right game. Servant David or whoever else is here, put a guess in. We're having some fun here. I'll give it a little more. I'll do 10 more seconds. So if you can hear me. Oh, hello. Life of NIQ. Thank you for coming. Okay, I got a second guess in at all right, 2 guesses in. I'll give it about 5 more seconds here. All right, I got a third guess in on the vacuum, the Shark Navigator Pet Pro Vacuum. And I'll call time here right now. There we go. Okay. Let me move my head out of the way. The Shark Navigator Pet Pro Vacuum retail amount is $199.99. The retail amount is $199.99 at Best Buy. This sells on the Best Buy website, which I got it off where I got this off of. Anyway, this retail amount is $199.99 at Best Buy. So the closest person to the retail amount, wow, again, Victory Yay had the highest guess. Okay, so Victory Yay, you're back in the winner's circle. You're going to be my grand prize winner, so you'll be first in the video. But no worries. If you win, you're in the winner's circle in the video. Now, if you don't win, stick and stay. I'll put you in an honorable mention. I'm going to do a roll call here right after the game. One more item up here for Price is Right, everybody. One more item. Last item up. Okay. Yes, you are, Rawl. You are in the winner's circle. The grand prize winner is Victory A, but Rawl, you were in the winner's circle. And Servant David, here's a chance here to get in the winner's circle. All right, here we go, everybody. This is the Slim Jim Mild Smoked Snack Sticks. Say that 5 times. Okay, Slim Jim Mild Smoked Stack Sticks. It's a 46 count box. So these are like a smaller size Slim Jim, and this is like a big box of them. You get 46 of them. They're the snack size Slim Jims. They're not the big long ones. These are snack size Slim Jims, and it's a 46 count box. It's the mild Slim Jim. But yeah, they're the snack size Slim Jim, and it's a 46 count box, as you can see in the picture here. Right here, 46 count box, Slim Jim, mild smoke snack sticks. But anyway, I'll just say Slim Jim's 46 count box, snack size. Okay, we have some guesses. We're getting some guesses. Cool. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 guesses. And I'll call time here in just a few seconds. And time. All right, here we go. The retail amount on the Slim Jim snack size 46 count box is $8.62 at Walmart. This sells for $8.62 at Walmart. So the closest one to the retail amount going over is, Servant David. Now, Life of NIQ, you were closer to the retail amount. Unfortunately, you went over. And then how the Price is Right game is, if you go over, you're out. But great guess. You were close. And Raw, Victory, yay, you were in that ballpark. But Servant David, you are now in the winner's circle for the last item. You got in there. Good job. But here's what I'm going to do. If you didn't win, no problem. I'm doing an honorable mention roll call here for the video before we get moving to the second half of the show. So, Life of NIQ, I will be putting you in the video an honorable mention. You got in here, stick and stay if you would. We'll do some topics here. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm going to read these names. I got 6 people in here. If you want to get in the Price is Right winners and contestants video, there we go. Game over. Okay. You want to get in the video, I'm doing an honorable mention roll call. Okay. Mike 4VP isn't here, but he won last week when I had an issue with the computer. Victory, yay. You are the grand prize winner. You'll be the first one in the video. Rawl, you were in the winner's circle. You got 2 right in the game. Prin Victor, if you're still here, you got 1 right. You're in it. Servant David, you came in the winner's circle with the last item in the game. Good job, man. Hang in there. You're in the winner's circle. Now, for the honorable mention, you're going to get in the video, the second part of the video. It's all one video. Life of NIQ, you were in it for honorable mention. If I did not mention your name here, just put a hello or a hi host or a thumbs up, whatever you want in the live chat, and I will put you in the video. So if you want to be in the Price is Right winners and contestants video, I'll do. And you were here, I will put you in an honorable mention. Just put something in the chat, say hello, or I'm enjoying the live. Whatever you want to do, I'll slap you in if I didn't get you. Okay. Hey, thanks for playing, everybody. I really appreciate it. Let me put this up and we'll move on here in the show. I'm going to set these over here. Okay. Let me. All right. Late night show. All right. I got my video notepad. I will be doing another honorable mention roll call a little later. 7 people are here. So I'll do an honorable mention roll call a little later and see who else comes. I'll put in the video. Okay. Where am I here? Oh, before I get into my first news story, I got a video for you guys to take a look at. This is pretty cool. I'll turn up the volume. It was I think it was yesterday morning. Saturday morning, I did the morning show and I talked about a news story of a flying car. And this company in Japan developed this flying car. But basically what this thing is, it's a life-size drone. You all know the drones people hook cameras up on, and the drone goes up in the air and it's got 2 blades in the front, and 2 in the back, and it's bzzz, hovers and goes around and it go way the hell up in the air. So that this company out of Japan developed this life-size drone, and someone can sit in the freaking thing and it'll run for I think up to 10 minutes, and they're working on it to go a half hour. But anyway, it goes up in the air and you could, similar to a helicopter, it's run different. But anyway, it's a life-size drone. I'm going to show you a video of this. They call it the flying car. Let me bring up the video. I'm going to turn up the volume on this here a notch. You got to check this out. It's pretty cool. I read the news story on my last live, but I didn't get the video clip. Now I got it here of them testing it. Okay, yeah, flying car. Let me open this up. Open with media player. Okay. Here we go. Let me move out of the way. I'll turn it up. Check this out. Okay. That is SkyDrive. Yeah, it is cool, Victory. Yeah, that's called the SkyDrive. is the company. They tested it in Toyota, Japan, and at their test factory. Oh yeah, yeah, it is dope. And this is just like a prototype model. And I read the article about this on my last live stream, but I went and grabbed the video and put it in there. And basically, I mean, they call it a flying car. I just call it like a life-size drone, but it's the same thing as a drone. Yeah, what the hell? I'll take a ride. The guy was fine in it. He hopped in that thing, for 10 minutes, but it's still to me a very experimental stage if it can only operate for 10 minutes. But I imagine in a couple years or year or so, they're going to develop this freaking life-size drone to be able to run for like 4 or 6 hours, and it could be something practical somebody could use for going to work and back. Be respectful. Would you ride in an info spot? Was that me? Be respectful, Rawl? Was that me or another member? You said be respectful. Huh. Anyway, yeah, this drone would be really awesome if it could run like a half hour, 45 minutes. Yeah, in the future it'll be more efficient. Exactly, because I like history because I believe you learn from history, and one of the things is back in the what was it about the later 90s, General Motors developed like the electrical car. You're just following the YouTube live rules. Huh. I don't know what I did disrespectful. Anyway, um what was I going to say? Yeah, so the drone, that thing, when they did, oh, that's why I was at talking history real quick. In this I'm using an analogy. But when the General Motors came out with the first electrical cars, they had big time limitations in the late 90s. And over the years, as they came back out and they developed these cars, now they can go, several miles, and they can haul like 4 people in a full load, like the Chevy Bolt and some of these other cars. And I see this in a matter of time that they'll probably make a 2-seater life-size drone. This is just like the first prototype model, as well as it'll have like a bigger compartment for people to put stuff in. But yeah, this thing, it's pretty awesome. This is just the experimental model that they did. Any rate, thank you again, everybody, for being in here. Let me just put a note in the chat. All right. Okay, I'm going to get to I have some topics here. Next on tap, and it's in my description box. I'll get a sip of my Snapple again. Is Mark Zuckerberg? That's the CEO of Facebook and Twitter, the social media giant. Slams Apple's App Store monopoly in leaked comments. So let me get into this, and I'm going to tell you guys, if you don't know about this, the problem that Mark Zuckerberg has with Apple and what they're doing. Okay, here we go. And this is I got this from the New York Post. It's August 28th, 2020. Now, this is a black and white printer, but that's Mark Zuckerberg. All right, here we go. Mark Zuckerberg poured gasoline on his seemingly feud with Apple on Friday, slamming the company's stranglehold on the iPhone's App Store, saying it changes monopoly rents. In leaked remarks from Facebook Weekly employee town hall obtained by BuzzFeed, that's like a news website, Zuckerberg railed against the 30% cut that Apple takes from its in-app iPhone purchases. Apple has this unique stranglehold as the gatekeeper on what gets on their phones, Zuckerberg said. adding that the App Store blocks innovation and blocks competition. So that's what Mark Zuckerberg's comments are is regarding Apple and their App Store, what they're doing. And I'll goes on a little further here. Apple maintains strict quality control over the App Store, which is the only way to download software onto iPhones. In his comments, Mark Zuckerberg said that Apple's rules an innovation that could really improve people's lives. So he has a problem with the rules because it's stopping a lot of technology and innovation. And I'll get further into this here. That's Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook. Jack Dorsey, CEO of Twitter. Oh, now I thought, wait a minute. Now maybe I'm mistaken, Raw. I know Mark Zuckerberg owns Facebook, and I thought Facebook and Twitter were both the same. Isn't Twitter owned by Facebook, or did Zuckerberg sell that off? Or is Jack Dorsey probably the CEO in a sense where he's under Mark Zuckerberg? From my understanding, that they're both Zuckerberg owned both of them. But I can check on that by Googling. Oh, okay, yeah. Instagram is part of Facebook. So maybe Twitter is separate than Facebook, I take it. Okay. So that's Facebook and Instagram that Zuckerberg owns. And then Twitter's a different company. Okay, so my mistake on that. So Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook and Instagram are the same company, and Zuckerberg owns those. Okay, and it's Jack Dorsey that owns Twitter. Okay, thank you for correcting me on that. Because it does say in here, it just says Facebook. It doesn't say Twitter in here. All right, anyway, let me finish reading this here, guys, as far as the issue with Apple. InfoSpot, raw. Okay. Where are we here? Okay, yeah. Zuckerberg's comments arrived just the day after Facebook publicly doubled down on its criticism of the iPhone's maker's steep fees, revealing that Apple has previously rejected its attempt to be transparent about its steep fees. Zuckerberg also addressed Apple's high-profile legal fight with Epic Games, the maker of the mega popular video game. Was it Fortnite? F-O-R-T, yeah, Fortnite. Fortnite. I've heard of that. Now, I'm not too much of a gamer. You guys might know more about this, but Fortnite. But I did hear about some issue. Apple, anyway, here's the details of this issue with Epic Games and Apple. Apple booted Fortnite from the App Store after Epic announced a new payment system which allowed it to circumvent the iPhone maker's fees. Zuckerberg called Apple's planned retaliation, which was stopped by a judge this week, quite problematic and just an extremely aggressive move. Now, that's what Mark Zuckerberg referred to as Apple and what they tried to do to Epic Gaming because they weren't getting enough of money as far as what Apple felt. So, yeah, Mark Zuckerberg referred to as quite problematic and just an extremely aggressive move. Okay, yeah, Raw. So, yeah, you're well aware of this. Yeah, it's got this in here. Now, this is just one source, the New York Post, where I got this article from, and it's in quite a few different Associated Presses. But yeah, Zuckerberg calling the iPhone maker's app store monopolistic and harmful to customers during company-wide meeting. True. The only ever issue I've had with Mark Zuckerberg, it wasn't even to deal anything with his Facebook, is he was wanting universal basic income, and that's a very socialistic thing. The universal basic income is basically where everybody's paid the same, or the government dictates how much money people make. But that was him wanting that, and I don't see that coming, but anyway, I agree with on this right here with Zuckerberg and Apple saying, hey, we want 30%, whatever product you get, we get 30% of it. And if you don't, we're not going to allow you guys to do business, you know, on our Apple iPhone store. And I'm totally agreeing with Mark Zuckerberg on this. Yeah, you know, I've been always an Android user, victory, yay, and that is a good point. But see, it's one of these things that, and this is one of the things I'm not a big fan of Apple with their computers and their iPhones. Uh, just like Mark Zuckerberg's talking about, it's like they pretty much run their own software and apps and how things work with Apple and the iPhone. Now, the iPhone stuff, don't get me wrong, it's the cream of the crop when it comes to these cell phones, you know, compared to a lot of these Androids. But I never been big on okay, cool, you're an Android user with the Apple stuff because it's more money. And I've had some friends that had the iPhones, and it's just I haven't seen any big cool features on there where it's like, oh wow, I'm missing out by having an Android phone. But yeah, this right here, this is the key for me on this, and we'll move on here in a second. Which I have an issue, and I agree with Mark Zuckerberg on this with Apple and their app was the percentage. Let alone with their deal with Epic Games. Oh, yeah, here it is. And leaked remarks from Facebook Weekly employee town hall obtained by BuzzFeed. Zuckerberg railed against the 30% cut that Apple takes from its in-app iPhone purchases. So as a, gosh almighty, that's a huge chunk of money. So, you know, in this deal with this Epic Games, that to me just comes across as straight up greed, you know, without a doubt. But yeah, I agree with Zuckerberg on that. Okay. Here, next up, let me get the little bit of the article and I'll tell the story because I've read about this several times. This is not a news story. This is a true story. In 1990 and 91, there was the Persian Gulf War. And basically, this is a story. Okay, thank you for coming, Life of NIQ. Thank you for coming. I'll have you in the Price is Right video with honorable mention. I appreciate you coming. Okay, real quick, guys and gals, everybody, the Bravo 20 story. This is a true story of a British SAS, which stands for Special Air Service during the Persian Gulf War of 1990-91. And a real quick recap, the Persian Gulf War was basically what happened was the former leader of Iraq, Saddam Hussein, was in major debt to Kuwait because of the Iran-Iraq war that went on from, I think, around 81 to like 89, late 88, somewhere around there. So at any rate, Saddam Hussein decided he was going to go in and invade Kuwait and take it back and claim something that happened hundreds and hundreds of years ago, that it used to be part of Iraq's land or territory. And when he went in there, he raped that small country of gold and just about anything that was worth of value. But long story short, the first part of the war, well, before the war started, they called it Desert Shield, Desert Storm. Now, Desert Shield was the United States, along with the United Kingdom and several countries, made up the coalition. And they came into Saudi Arabia. And the big scare at that time was, I was in high school, I think in 10th grade when this happened. The big scare is at that time, the country of Iraq, their military was a major threat to Saudi Arabia. And he would have had Saddam Hussein, if he marched into Saudi Arabia and took Saudi Arabia over, he would have had a stranglehold on the oil, for the world's oil supply, a major stranglehold. So, and then the other issue was, it was just him coming in and that act of war, coming into that sovereign nation, attacking it, and taking it over with Kuwait. Anyway, they made Desert Shield, and George Bush Sr., who's passed away now, former U.S. president, and think it was Tony Blair, if I'm not mistaken, was the Prime Minister UK. They drew the line in the sand with Saddam Hussein in Iraq, and they said, get out of Kuwait. And they kept going back and forth. And finally, by January, I think it was January 15th of 1991 or 17, somewhere on there, they had the United Nations deadline. And then they started the Desert Storm. And like the first 3 weeks of Desert Storm was nothing but missiles and bombing everything in Iraq, from communications places. And so where I'm coming to this right now is the Bravo 20 story. And this is interesting what happened. So anyway, the British SAS are very similar to like the United States Marine Corps Force Recon or the U.S. Army's Army Rangers or the Green Berets, like the U.S. Navy SEALs. They're a special forces group meant for special missions. So anyway, the Bravo 20 mission, and that was the name of their call sign. And I'll read a little bit here from the Wikipedia, and I'll talk about this. Their mission was they were getting dropped into Iraq behind lines, and their mission was to give back intelligence of where the Iraqi military was. And most importantly was they had these Scud missiles. Oh, I'm sorry. I bumped the table where my camera is. They had these Scud missiles, which were on like trailers from the trucks. And once Iraq started getting bombed, one of the tactics that Saddam Hussein at that time tried to do was, and he did sort of, but he had these Scud missiles, which were Russian, and he would launch them, and he was targeting Israel, because what he wanted to do was when he would hit Tel Aviv and Jerusalem and Israel and with these Scud missiles, is he wanted Israel to reply back, because then this would break up the coalition. Because officially Israel was not, I say officially, they were not part of the coalition, because the coalition also had Syria, and there were some other Arab nations that were part of this coalition to get Iraq out of Kuwait and take it back, and as well to keep Iraq from threatening Saudi Arabia, the oil supply. So long story short, Bravo 20 gets their mission. It's a group of British SAS soldiers. They drop them behind enemy lines to get intel, meaning intelligence, on any Iraqi military Scud missiles as far as movements and whatnot. And then they would relay that back to their headquarters. So anyway, I'll read the little bit of the story here of it, and I'll talk more about it, this British SAS group and what happened to them. Okay, this is from the Wikipedia, and then I did a highlight, so I'm not too long on this story. Bravo 20 was the call sign of an 8-man British Army Special Air Service Patrol, SAS, as it's shortly known as, deployed into Iraq during the first Gulf War of January 1991. Oh yeah, Victory, yay, stick around, and this gets good here. So, according to Chris Ryan, he's one of the members of the group, and then Andy McCabe, or McCabe's the other person that wrote the book. And anyway, according to Chris Ryan's account, the patrol was given the task of gathering intelligence, finding a good line up position. Okay, that means a good position to go stay and observe, what the Iraq military was up to, and setting up an observation post on the Iraq main supply route. That's where a lot of the military stuff was coming and going, between Baghdad and northwestern Iraq. However, according to Andy McNabb's account, he's another one, and I'll show you a picture of the group. The task was to find and destroy Iraq's Scud missiles launchers along the 160-mile stretch of roads. So they had an area, and they were there, and that's similar to what the Marine Force Recon does. So at any rate, the patrol had been subject to several books. Now, real quick, there has been some disagreements on the specifics of what happened, why it happened from different members of the group and some other people, but the justice story is pretty much the same. Okay, real quick, and I'll finish reading this and talk a little more. This is an actual photo. You can get this on Wikipedia of the Bravo 20 group of British SAS soldiers, the special forces, and they blacked out, some of the faces. But this is the group here, an actual photo they took over there. Yes, the Bravo 20 story. And they did a movie on it, which I have the DVD. Sean Bean is the actor. He's not an actual member. And you can see the trailer on YouTube. They might even have the whole video on YouTube. But if you have Netflix, Amazon Prime, great watch. I bought this DVD. I found this at Walmart, I think, for $7.99 or $8.99. Oh, yeah, the movie's good. It's good. I wouldn't say it's like one of the best military type movies, but the movie, what I love about this movie, Bravo 20, is it wasn't overdone. It was pretty much right to a T what happened to these guys and what went wrong. So anyway, let me finish reading this and I'll talk some more. But yeah, definitely if you see it on Amazon Prime or Netflix, if you have it or you want to buy the DVD off Amazon for $5 or $6 or something, you could probably get it cheap and used. The movie came out in 1999. Okay, moving on real quick, and I'll wrap up the story here of Bravo 20. In January 1991, during the prelude to the coalition ground invasion of Iraq. Now, this is just a couple weeks before ground forces went into southern Iraq and went into Kuwait, the coalition, to kick Iraq out of Kuwait. At this time, they were still just bombing places, bombing roads, communication centers, everything. Any rate, the ground invasion. B Squadron 22 SAS were stationed at a forward operating base in Saudi Arabia. That's where most of the coalition troops were, from U.S. Marines to the British troops to the French Foreign Legion to the Syrian army. Anyway, on the night of January 22nd, 23rd, the patrol were transported into Iraq airspace by a Chinook helicopter. That's more of those big transport helicopters, where the Apache is more of a combat fighting helicopter, along with Bravo 30. Bravo 30 were another group of British SAS soldiers. This group, which the story I'm going to be talking about is Bravo 20, was the name of the group and their call sign. And their Land Rover vehicles. Okay, unlike Bravo 30, the patrol, which is Bravo 20, had decided not to take the vehicles with them. This comes crucial. According to McNabb's account, the patrol walked 12 miles during the first night to the proposed location of the observation post. Soon after the patrol landed on Iraq soil, they discovered that they had communication problems and could not receive messages on the patrol's radio. All right. Where is it? And there's a side note here. However, in a 2002 BBC report discovered that there was no error with the frequencies because the patrol's transmissions have been noted in the SAS daily record log. So there's some people say that were with the group, there was communications problems with the radio equipment, and then some other people say there wasn't. All right, moving on, and I'll get to the nitty gritty here, what happens to this special forces group. In the late afternoon of January 24th, the patrol was discovered by a herd of sheep and a young sheep herd. That means there was a young kid with a herd of sheep that was coming forward, and they were spotted by this young kid. Believing themselves compromised, the patrol unit, Bravo 20, that's the name of the group, the patrol unit group of SAS soldiers, decided to withdraw for the area because they were compromised when this young kid saw him with the sheep, leaving behind excess equipment. As they were preparing to leave, they heard what they thought to be a tank approaching on their position. However, the vehicle turned out to be a bulldozer, which reversed rapidly, seeing the patrol group of Bravo 20. According to McNabb's account, he's one of the members, Andy McNabb, of this Bravo 20 group. A firefight with Iraqi armed personnel carriers and soldiers began. Now, what this didn't mention, and it's in the movie as well as the book, was they made a decision similar to that movie with Mark Wahlberg, where it was Last Man Standing or Last Man Left, where they didn't want to kill the kid. They saw this young kid, and as soon as the kid spotted them, they said, "Hey, do I take him out?" And they're like, "No, we're not. We don't want to kill this kid. Leave him be." So with that decision made, they had to leave the area because they knew it was a matter of time. This kid was going to say something to a family member, and then Iraqi military is coming. Now is they were getting everything together and leaving and moving, they've been spotted again by some guy in a bulldozer. And now there's controversy too, a little bit, where they first snitched on by the kid who told his family, and apparently some accounts say it was the guy in the bulldozer. But anyway, they've been spotted twice, and they're in a firefight. In the 2001 interview with the family, discovered the patrol. All right. Okay, I'm moving on here. Almost done, guys. Okay, the standard operating procedure, this is mandates that before an infiltration of any team, that means like the British SAS soldier team or U.S. Navy SEAL team, of behind enemy lines, Green Berets, another group, Marine Recon, and what is it here? Oh, a extraction route should be planned so members of the patrol know where to go if they get separated or something goes wrong. Now, the extraction route plan for Bravo 20 was to go towards Saudi Arabia. Now, I mentioned earlier they didn't take vehicles. There was Land Rover vehicles. They could have took some Bravo 20 group, and I'm going to tell you why here, unlike Bravo 30. McNabb had been criticized for refusing to advise his superiors that included vehicles on the mission to be left an emergency pickup point, which would have facilitated an easier extraction. Another SAS team used Land Rovers as Bravo 30 in this role when they also abandoned a similar mission. However, it is also suggested that the patrol jointly agreed, Bravo 20 jointly agreed not to take vehicles because they felt they were too few in number and the vehicles were too small. Only short wheelbase Land Rovers were available to be used, and it was ill-suited for the mission that was intended and to be conducted from the observation post. So basically, they felt the vehicles wouldn't work for what their mission was in moving around and become more of a hindrance. I don't know all the specific details on that, but this is where it now happens. Separation. Now, they're in a firefight with these Iraqi soldiers. So during the night of January 24th, 25th, while McNabb was trying to contact the passing aircraft with their communicator, the patrol intervenently, means they didn't intend for this to happen. It was at the night. They were on the move on foot. They got separated into two groups. So this Bravo 20 group, as they were moving at night, one group kept trying to communicate for emergency pickup, and the other group was, and anyway, they got separated. One group was moving in one direction, and then the other group got split apart because they were on their communicators trying to get help. But right here again, that's the Bravo 20 team. So anyway, let me flip for us. I don't want to read every stinking thing. One of them in the group, where is it? Oh, Ryan's escape. Okay, long story short, part of the group that had the communication and they got separated from the other part of Bravo 20. One gentleman made it to the Syrian border and got over the Syrian border. The other ones were captured, and they hijacked the cab, and the cab stopped short of a checkpoint. But They left the cab driver alive. They didn't kill the cab driver. And what ended up happening is the cab driver told the guards at the patrol point what happened. And they went on the run, and they figured they would make it to the Turkey border, Syrian border, but they got captured. And at the end of the Gulf War, when it was over, they were released. Now, one of their was it one or two? I think two of them died. One died from hypothermia. That was part of the Bravo 20 group. And another one ended up getting across and made it. And he set a record here for British SAS. Here it is. This guy, Ryan, the longest escape and evasion by an SAS trooper or any other British soldier to make it to Syria. He covered 180 miles on foot. And that was the longest on record for a British SAS soldier. But what happened was, similar to that Mark Wahlberg story where he was in Afghanistan with that Navy SEAL group, and they decided not to shoot that little kid and let him go. And they say, okay, we're going to leave this area, and I'll get on the satellite phone and call in for an extraction pickup. Well, things went wrong, and before they knew it, they were caught up in a firefight before that they could be picked up with the helicopters. I think it's Soul Survivor, whatever. It was based off a true story of Mark Wahlberg, similar to Bravo 20. But I got the DVD of it, and I think like I say, I bought this, gosh, around 2002 or 03. I think it was like $5 or $7 at Walmart at the time. Sean Bean, Bravo 20. You can get this on Amazon if you want to buy the actual DVD of it, or if you have Amazon Prime or that Netflix, I'm sure you can get it on there. The movie came out in 99, and they were tortured and beat, according to Andy McNabb's story, when they were held captive, by the Iraqi military. So anyway, yeah, it was an interesting story. And things go wrong, and it's not always glory with the war. Oh yes, thanks, Mike 4B VP, and I will put you in the video because you got that answer right. The last Thursday or Friday, I did that late night show for The Price is Right. Yeah, another interesting story I'll bring up on that Gulf War while I'm thinking of this, and I got a couple other interesting topics here. There's more just fun stuff, but there is a small town in Saudi Arabia called Kafshi. Is it Kafshi or Kafshi? I think it's Kafshi or Kafshi. Anyway, I'll call it Kafshi. And it's near the border of Kuwait. And there was one battle. A lot of people don't know this. There was an actual battle with the Iraqi military on Saudi Arabia's soil. It was a battle of Kafshi. And what happened was, during the first part of that Persian Gulf War the actual war was in 91, January and February of 91, the Desert Storm. But the first few weeks was just bombing. So anyway, it was like the second week or so when they just did bombing campaign, and Saddam Hussein put the word out to his leaders, the Iraqi National Guard and his tank units, said, hey, I'm going to send a message to the coalition. Go and proceed into Saudi Arabia, and let's take that small town of Kafshi. Let's take it, and we'll take it over, and we'll put it under our control. But what Saddam Hussein didn't realize is a safety precaution. It was Coleman Powell, part of the leadership, Sherman Schwarzkopf, and the British. But long story short, they evacuated this town of Kafshi, of Kafshi, Saudi Arabia, near the Kuwait border. They evacuated this town, and the documentary's on YouTube. And the only people left in that town were a group of United States Marine Corps recon unit. I think it was 12 U.S. Marines. United States Marine recon is reconnaissance. They go similar to the British SAS, and what happened with the Bravo 20 group is Marine Force Recon they're trained for this. They're a special group. They go behind enemy lines. So they evacuated that city, everybody in it. Oh, okay, Servant David, you remember this story about the Battle of Kafshi. But this is what's interesting with the story. 12 United States Marines, it was 10 or 12, I'll just say 12. 12 United States Marines took out a whole freaking unit of the Iraqi National Guard. And here's what they did. They were up on the roofs, the rooftops in a couple different buildings. They were hidden up on the roofs of Kafshi. And they radioed in and said, hey, we've got Iraqi military tanks here. We've got around, like, I think a couple hundred soldiers from the Iraqi National Guard in this town. And what was, well, here's a difference. The Iraqi, the military leadership, they didn't have that empowerment from what the documentary says to just say, hey, something's wrong here. This town's evacuated. Or they just assumed, oh, they left this town for safety reasons. We're taking it over. But the U.S. Marine Corps Recon Group called in what was going on to their headquarters, again, to the military leadership. So long story short, Saudi Arabia got an Air Force group of planes along with the coalition, British and U.S. I think it was mainly U.S. and Saudi. And they just came in, and what the recon did, oh, hi, Sonyart. Thank you for coming. The Marine Force Recon did. They gave the exact coordinates, and they said, hey, they're in this building, they're in this building, this building. And then they got out of the way. They just came in there, not only bombed the buildings that they set up, the Iraqi military, but all their vehicles on the roads, their tanks, everything, just obliterated it. I am terrific. Thank you for asking. So, yeah, it was a small group of 10 or 12 U.S. Marine Force Recon that pulled this off. And one of the guys in Recon said it was that first night before the airstrike hit the next day. He said, we were quiet as can be because one of the buildings that a few members of the Recon were on, the Iraqi military came in that building, and they were there for part of the day. And he said, we were so afraid of being discovered, but he says, luck was on our side that they didn't decide to come up on the roof. They just assumed everybody was gone. But yeah, it was an interesting story. A lot of people didn't know about it, but yeah, it was the actual one battle that was on Saudi soil. And that goes back to the first Persian Gulf War. But before I move on again, this is and I'm not selling it. I don't have no affiliated link. Buy it if you like. You can go on Walmart.com. They might have it. I'm sure Amazon has it, eBay. Bravo 20, the movie was really good because it was not overdone, over-exaggerated. It's done just about to a T to Andy McNabb's story of what went wrong for this British SAS unit during the first Persian Gulf War, and then how they got captured and what happened. Anyway, my chat here. Let me put a thank you and hello in everybody here. What I'm going to do first before I move on, I'm going to be doing the Price is Right winners and contestants video. I got to change out this light here in a second. If you weren't in the game, no problem. I'm going to do an honorable mention roll call, so I'll put you in the video. SONI, Art, I got you. I'll put you in the video. So for being on part of my live today, my appreciation, I will put you in the video as honorable mention if you didn't get in on the game or win on the game. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to change out my light here. It's battery operated. Okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. Much, much, much brighter. Oh, there we go. You could probably see it's a lot brighter there. I got this battery, they're LED lights, this light system. I've talked about it before, and the battery's good for about maybe an hour and 15 minutes, but I got 3 different batteries for it. Any rate, I got 2 more good stories here, and then we'll do some general conversation, everybody. This is kind of funny. This is from the United Press International. Aggressive beefalo. Now listen carefully to this one. This is why I had to tell get this story on my broadcast. Aggressive beefalo on the loose in Connecticut. Not a buffalo, a beefalo. Now let me explain what happened here. Here's the story I printed up. This is August 28th. Police in Connecticut are warning residents to keep a distance from aggressive escaped beefalo. A beefalo is a hybrid domestic cow and bison. So a beefalo is an animal that's part cow, part bison. I don't know. I'm not a rancher. I know what a cow is, and I know the bison and buffalo. Any rate, the Plymouth Police Department, this is in Connecticut, said the beefalo bull belonged to a Massachusetts farmer, and the animal escaped from a trailer outside the Plymouth Meats Processing Facility. The animal fled slaughter August 3rd, but was not spotted again until it resurfaced more than 2 weeks later in Terryville, a section of Plymouth. That's where it resurfaced, in a section of Plymouth, Connecticut. Police said, the police department here in Plymouth, Connecticut said they located the bull Wednesday night near Route 72, but their brief capture attempt was called off when the animal displayed aggressive behavior. This animal can be aggressive and can potentially cause serious injuries, the police department said in its Facebook post. I don't know. If I guess I saw one of these big beefalos in my backyard, I'd get the 12 gauge shotgun and put a few slugs in it, if the thing didn't get moving. So they got this first time I ever heard of a beefalo, a hybrid domestic cow and bison. So it's on the loose in Connecticut. They're warning people, if you see this beefalo, don't try to stop it. I don't know. Yeah, strange story. Beefalo on the loose in Connecticut. Yep. Let me get a sip of Snapple. Anybody have some anything they might want to say about that or no? What? Oh, I was talking. They got this animal on the loose. Did you hear me, Servant David? It's a beefalo, which is a hybrid. Oh, you're in Connecticut? Are you in the state of Connecticut? Oh, where's Connecticut? Oh, that's where I am. Connecticut is a state in the United States. It's in New England area, near New York, New Hampshire, Vermont, Rhode Island, in that New England area. But anyway, they got this animal loose in Connecticut, and its animal is called, apparently. Oh, you put where? Oh, we're in Connecticut. I'm sorry. Yes, you're in Connecticut. Apparently, it's on the loose in let me get to it here. 2 places it mentions. You might know this, Servant David. Terryville section of Plymouth, Connecticut. Says here, this is August 28th. This beefalo is on the loose. Connecticut. Okay. Police in Connecticut are warning residents to keep a distance from this aggressive escaped beefalo, which is a hybrid of a domestic cow and bison. It says here, Plymouth Police Department. So it was last spotted in Terryville, a section of Plymouth, Connecticut. Are you in near Hartford, Connecticut, Servant David, or do you live near this Plymouth, Connecticut? I bet it came from Plum Island. Now, this beefalo, Servant David, it came from Massachusetts farmer, and the animal escaped from a trailer outside a Plymouth meat processing facility. Okay, you're in Hartford, Connecticut. Okay, this beefalo was spotted in Terryville, a section of Plymouth, Connecticut. So I have to look at a map. You might know where Plymouth, Connecticut, if it's near Hartford or is it on the other side of the state. But at any rate, yeah, in Plymouth, Connecticut is where this beefalo got on the loose. It escaped from a processing plant. Some Massachusetts farmer brought out, its cattle, and this beefalo got loose. Okay, so that's not far from Hartford. Okay, yeah, apparently it hasn't hurt anybody, but It's a hybrid of a domestic cow and bison, big animal, and it's supposedly aggressive. And the police said it was too aggressive for them to try to recapture it when they saw it. I just look at it this way. They ought to just shoot the freaking thing if they can do it safely and just put it on the back of a truck and take the meat to some homeless shelter or wherever and say, here you go, and put an end to this beefalo. Because, see, the other thing is not just attacking people, but if this beefalo comes out in traffic and, like a deer or something and gets hit by an animal, causes an accident. I mean, there's a number of different things that can happen. Yeah, anyway, it's on the UPI website, United Press International, aggressive beefalo on the loose in Connecticut. I printed this up on my printer here. This is the news story. And this just was reported a few days ago, August 28th. Aggressive beefalo on the loose in Connecticut. All right, I got one more topic here. News story. I'm going to read this real quick. It's not too long. And I'm going to tell you what my issue with this is. I have a big issue with this. And I'm curious to see what you guys think. Abraham Lincoln's hair, bloody telegram up for auction. So this is a telegram, and it's got some of President Abraham Lincoln hair, which I'll show you. Let me show you the picture so you get a good idea here. I printed this up. I'll try to rotate it. But this is the actual telegram, okay, about Abraham Lincoln's death. And this is like a little Ziploc baggie, and this is some of his actual hair here. And it's going up for auction. Let me read this, and I'll give my opinion. I'd love to hear from you guys. Okay, here we go. August 28th, again, this news story came out. A lock, meaning like a piece, like a locket, a lock, a piece, of President Abraham Lincoln's hair wrapped in a telegram stained with the 16th president's blood is up for auction online. RR Auction, that's the name of this auction place, RR Auction, based in Boston, Massachusetts, said the lock of hair and telegram, which provides details of President Lincoln's assassination in 1865, are expected to fetch up to $75,000. The 2 inches of Lincoln's hair, President Lincoln, I'll just say Lincoln, we know we're referring to President Lincoln. The 2 inches of Lincoln's hair was removed during his postmortem examination after the president was fatally shot by John Wilkes Booth. The hair ended up in the custody of Dr. Lyman Beecher Todd, a cousin of Lincoln's widow. Mary Todd Lincoln, the doctor, was the president at the post-mortem examination and is believed to have wrapped the lock of hair in the telegram, which has been sent to him the previous day by his assistant. Okay, so the hair ended up in the custody of this doctor, did the medical examination, Dr. Lyman Beecher Todd, in the telegram. Now, this is going back to 1865. The telegram is stained with what is to believe to be of President Lincoln's blood. Bidding for the 2 items closes September 12th. And again, this is a picture. Now, it's not the best. Yeah, I didn't use like photo paper, and it was brown. But it's like a really faded brown piece of paper, the telegram. And you can see the old cursive writing. Oh, Mike, why are you deleting the messages here? Was there some spam or something? Mike for VP? Why you have? Yes, it's not too far. Mike for VP, why Servant David was referring to a news topic I just read about what happened in Connecticut. Was there a reason that you're if you could put in the chat why you're hiding Servant David? Oh, a mistake. Okay, it was a mistake. Okay. Servant David, if you're still here, just put a comment in. It was just a mistake that was made. It was a mistake that happened. I got your comments here. Oh, I'll put here. Sorry to interrupt the broadcast here. 1 second. Okay. Well, mistakes happen. No problem. It was just a mistake. He said sorry. I make mistakes myself. No big deal. I appreciate both you guys being here. Anyway, I'm going to get into the problem I have with this, and I'd like to hear from you guys as well. Okay, this telegram in the hair of Abraham Lincoln, okay, going up for auction. Here's my big issue with this. Let's say that this is just some rich individual that buys this, okay? This stuff belongs in a museum, maybe like Gettysburg National Park Museum. What about going to Washington, D.C., where the Lincoln some of your messages accidentally got deleted or hidden, and I put them back on, Servant David, when we were on the subject about that beefalo loose in Connecticut. No big deal. Anyway, with this story, here's, and like I say, my problem and issue with this, everybody, is something that President Abraham Lincoln official telegram and his hair locket, and the telegram has apparently got some of his blood on it. That's U.S. history, and that belongs in something like the Smithsonian, the Gettysburg National Park Museum about the Civil War, where he gave the Gettysburg. Anyway, it belongs somewhere like that. This like for profit, we got to make all this. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Mike 4BVP, and you too, Servant David. Whoever else is here. Who did that? Did Mike do that? Okay, Mike, if it was you, I want an arm wrestle. Oh, you want to arm wrestle? Oh, not here. I'll tell you what, though. You're regular on here. Let me do this. There you go. So your stuff won't. I made you a moderator. You're both mods. We're moving on. And I'd like to hear from you guys in this. So long story short, official telegram about President Lincoln's death, along with some piece or locket of his hair, is going up for a private auction, and the highest bidder wins it. Some things, to me, on principle, this should not be auctioned off, period. I'm sorry. This belongs in a museum, like the Smithsonian. I said is one example would be a legit museum to put that there. Just like similar, I would feel the same way with former First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy. Had that infamous red dress with the red pink bobby hat, and that she wore the day when JFK was assassinated, and it had the blood stain. She packaged that thing up, and that went to a family member, then went into a museum. But I have an issue with something this historical being put up on private sale. It's kind of like U.S. history, and somebody gets it and say, "Oh, I got it." I mean, what happens if their house burns down or something happens to it and it's gone? So, and I'll show the picture here again. An official telegram of President Abraham Lincoln's death, and in the locket of hair here, this don't belong up there. That belongs in a museum. And I'll put it this way too. I'd feel the same way if it was this type of memorabilia for Dr. Martin Luther King, let's say. That's part of U.S. history. That belongs in the Smithsonian or a museum for the African American history. That's something that if there was something that impactful of Dr. Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or that, like I said, that dress Jacqueline Kennedy wore, that's our nation's history. it doesn't belong up the private sale. And, some things you just can't put a dollar sign on as far as I'm concerned. I don't care if this freaking thing gets $2.5 million. And once it gets in private hands, we may never be able to have a chance of having that thing again. That's my opinion on it. And thanks, Mike for VP. You agree with me on that? Put all my stuff here. What in the world? Oh, this is another piece of paper. Excuse me 1 second. Just getting all my crap in order here. Any other comments or anything about that you guys might want to say on that? The story there of Abraham Lincoln's death telegram and a locket of hair going up for a private auction, and they're expecting $75,000. Right. Great point. It belongs to America, not one person. And it belongs in a museum. Yep. It's a shame. The only way. Yeah. How about no? Yep. That's true. Yeah. True. It's sad. It's like the only way we would be able to get that, meaning we is in our country, like where it could go in the Smithsonian, for example, would be, it would take a organization or a museum to get government money to come in and say, okay, you guys are expecting $75,000. We'll make a instant purchase now of $100,000 and get it in the Smithsonian. But see, here's another thing though, where I'm upset in this. It is just finishing this topic here. R&R auctions. You could probably pull up their website, R&R auctions and this came out August 28th. It's just recently, this Lincoln's hair and telegram is they could give this they could donate it is what I'm getting at. They can give it and donate it, let's say to the Smithsonian, and they would get a huge tax write-off. Let alone they would probably get a good big chunk of money or something. But there's a number of ways you can work out in giving stuff to a museum, or let's say even you donate something to a library. But yeah, this doesn't belong in an individual's hands, because now you risk it being gone. And this is for all of America to go. That's just something, in my opinion. When you have, let's say, for example, a group of high school kids and they make a trip out to the Smithsonian and they walk through and they say, oh, there's a whole exhibit here on President Abraham Lincoln, about him and everything. And when they go through, that's something that would belong there, But yeah, it's sad. It gets to, greed, it gets to that greed. Anyway, let me get a sip of my Snapple before I wrap up the late night show here. Let me put in here too. Oh, I got 3 people here. Life of Naya 06. Okay. Servant David, Mike 4BP. I got you guys both in the in the video I'll do tomorrow. The it won't be a tribute video, similar to it'll be the Price is Right winners and contestants video. If anybody here, I got 3 people here. Real quick, I have Mike 4VP, Victory Yay, Raw, Prin Victor, friend of mine from the Philippines, Servant David, Life of NIQ, Sonia Art, Life of Nia 06. If I didn't read your name here, I got 3 people here. Just put something in the chat here if you want to be in the video. But I will drop that video. What's the day? Sunday. I'll drop that video like Sunday afternoon or so. I'll do the video, the Price is Right contestants and winners video. I'll drop that. So, anyway, before I wrap it up, I always like to, the last part of my show is do general conversation / general talk. If there's a question any of you have for me or something that you might want to talk about, now's your chance. Put it in the live chat. If not, I'll wrap things up here in just a little bit. I appreciate everybody coming in and especially giving me a like. I truly appreciate it. That means that, you enjoyed my live broadcast. What was a couple other things mentioned? Oh, again, as I do every live, if anybody wants to contact me in private where they don't want to put something in the comment box or in the live chat for everyone to see. Oh, okay, you don't have. All right, any rate, and I'll wrap this up here shortly. It's coming along, Mike. It's coming along. I don't give out my exact hours, my watch time, but yeah, I still got a little ways to go yet. So I do appreciate everybody coming on here and watching my broadcast. I really, really do. Oh, before I forget, yeah, my email address again, and this is for these, people that might be watching this live. Oh, don't leave. Thanks. Oh, I'll do a little talking. No problem. My email address is infospot411 at yahoo.com. That's infospot411 at yahoo.com. You can also get that if you go on my YouTube channel, you hit the About tab. I'll have my email address right there. So if you have a question for me, a suggestion, complaint, anything like that, you don't want it in the chat or in a comment box, you can always hit me up at my email address there. Thank you so much, Servant David. I appreciate that. Yeah, the only issue I had tonight, and I'll talk a little bit about it, I'll stick around a little longer, is I was doing the Price is Right game, and it's about having fun. And I put a lot into making it up. And then I'll get right to it, Mike, for a BP. What was I going to say? Yeah, getting the game all set as well as, doing that video. But this gentleman, Schindler Elevator 2000 used to go by the name of Nate Dogg. And then he got caught cheating on another YouTube channel, someone I know, on a game. And as well, he also got caught lying about a family member being shot to get attention. And he's a young kid, I think about 14, I don't know, a young adult, like 14, 15, 16 years old, around that age. But my issue is I had to make that determination. And I came down for cheating on the game, and I just took away the mod, and I just told him, get off my live, because it's about us having a fun time. And even like I say, if you don't win the freaking thing, I'll still put you in an honorable mention. It's a video. But what really irks me, when people cheat, and how I could easily tell he was cheating. He had 3 guesses that were this exact amount, and the 4th guess, I could tell, was trying to be sneaky. He came in like 5 cents below it. Some people can guess an amount when I do the Price is Right game and get it right on the nose. If the amount is $15.25, someone might get it. Yeah. But to get 4 items, the exact amount right on the nose, or 3 items, the exact amount, and in the 4th item, you come in 5 cents below. By that time, I knew he was cheating. Where, you can, when I say the item, you can say the item in Google or type it in, and pull it up and look it up and put it in. And the other thing I caught on to quick was, it wasn't like his answers were coming right away. I would say, hey, this is the GE such and such dryer. And someone would put the answer in right away, then, okay, I got it, man. You were good, right, with your guess, or maybe you've seen that before at Walmart or whatever. But when you're waiting just, about a good 20 seconds, that tells me that you're getting, oh, yes, thank you. Yeah, it was fun tonight. Yes. I'm just talking about real quick, and I'm clarifying this. I came down on somebody for cheating on my game, and how I know this individual's cheating. Nobody that's here. That was that Schindler Elevator 2000, and he's been caught cheating on a friend of mine's YouTube live, just doing a trivia game, which is so stupid. It's not like there's any money involved. We're having fun. But at any rate, when someone waits a while and they keep getting that correct answer, now I don't suspect someone cheating just because they get the exact amount. But when they do it 3 times in a row, and then the 4th time they come in, it was like the 4th time, 5 cents below the item. I knew he was looking it up, and then it wasn't right away. I could tell it. He probably had another window up or his cell phone and computer going, and he was typing it in. So yeah, that's what it's about. Us having fun, and I try to give back to the people that give to me and come here. Yes, Rawl. Aggressive beefalo on the loose in Connecticut. Yeah, yeah. Yes, it's right here. It's United Press International website. Yep, this was just August 28th. So yeah, you can go on UPI website, United Press International website, or just Google aggressive beefalo on the loose in Connecticut. You'll pull up the news story. Any rate, that was the only thing I had going on. So, how did I come up with the name? Okay, now my first name is actually Edward, and I just go by Ed for short. So, I don't mention it too much. I'm not hiding, but my name is Ed. I just go by Ed. Do you mean my channel name, InfoSpot 411? Mike, was that your question? How did I come up with the name? And then I'll tell you more. No problem. When I first started my channel in late January of 2020. Okay, great. Yeah, great question, Mike. Oh, thank you, Rawl. Thank you. I appreciate you being here for the game. So when I first started my channel, I wanted to make it like about information, general information on stuff. So what I did is, I actually spent about a good 4 days brainstorming something, and I shot, I think, 4 or 5 videos, and I had them in the works, before I officially started my YouTube channel, and I was going to be doing a YouTube class until this COVID-19 hit at my workplace, just teaching the basics of how to upload videos, start a channel, stuff like that. And then I got into how to make money. But anyway, with the name of my channel's about information. So I started thinking of some different names and ideas, and I thought about like the information center. And I try to get it so it's not a name that a lot of others have. Long story short, as I was brainstorming, I said, info spot. That's it. Information spot. This is the spot you come for information. Now the 411, two reasons I put that specific number in. I got to say that slowly. The reason I went with the number specifically 411, okay, first reason, there's already 2 different channels on YouTube with the name InfoSpot. One's in small lettering, one's in the capital lettering. I didn't want to be a 3rd channel when people go look up my channel in InfoSpot and they pull up 3 different ones and they got to look for my icon. I want to be separate. So I said, well, what can I do with this? And then one of the things I've done before, like emails, put a number in. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'm almost at 1,000. I appreciate it. It takes people like you that make it possible. So long story short, the number 411, I said, this will work. Back in the 1980s, this 1970s, and into the early 90s, when in America here, when we had payphones, if you needed help, you would dial 411, and that was the number for information. And point in case, I'm sure you guys have heard of Mary J. Blige, famous R&B singer. Her very first CD record is What's the 411? And what that stands for is what's the information? What's the scoop? So I said, this is it. InfoSpot 411. And that 411 did 2 things for me. It made me separate on a search from these 2 other channels that are using the name InfoSpot. My official YouTube channel name is InfoSpot 411. And then the 411 is not just a number, but it has meaning to it. And the meaning is information. And in one example I'll give you is you can go Google Mary J. Blige records or CDs. And her first one was, what's the 411? Which means what's the information, what's the scoop. So that's where I came up for my channel name and my idea. And one of my favorite things to do is the product reviews. I also enjoy doing the drink reviews. And I will be having, some product reviews and drink reviews coming up in the near future. I'll be putting them on my channel. But I do like to do some other things too. Yeah, so it's unique then. Yeah, right. Oh, Life of Naya. Thank you so much. I got you in. I'm going to put you in I will upload tomorrow, Life of Naya. It'll take me an hour or so to put it together, but I'm going to do a Price is Right winners and contestants video, and I will put you in there, Life of Naya. Thanks for being on my live. I don't know. Did you hear me? Life of Naya spoke briefly just not too long ago about Schindler Elevator 2000 and why I made the decision of which I feel he was cheating on that Price is Right game, and it's just a game we're having, but that rubs me wrong when I find out someone's cheating on the game, and I think he did a similar thing on the Ange TV show channel, but I had to make a decision, took his mod away. I think he left, but yeah, I don't like that. It rubbed me wrong, him cheating on a game we're having fun with. But anyway, yeah, that's to answer your question, where I came up with the name, what's Info Spot 411. So that means info is short for information spot, and the 411 means information. But it sets me apart from the two other channels. So if you do a YouTube search, I think there was somebody, I saw something on, was it Social Blade or something, where you pull up all these channels, and somebody just came out with another Info Spot 411, probably trying to use my name. I don't know. Anyway, that was a good idea. Okay, thanks, Raul. Yep, it's unique. When is the link for the Snap? Mike, that is a great question. Once I probably get over 1,000 subscribers or so, I got to get a hold of Snapple and tell them they need to sponsor my YouTube live broadcast. For crying out loud, how many broadcasts do you guys see me drinking the Snapple raspberry iced tea or Snapple apple? And if they don't, I could switch to Arizona or something. That's right. Then again, they might look and say, oh, okay. Oh, wow. All right. He's got like 6 people watching, 1,000 subscribers. But I'll tell you this, though, not in being serious. Some people, yes, I do deserve to be sponsored by Snapple. You got that right. When you do build your channel up big, there will, and depending what your niche is, you sometimes will get contacted. I'll give you an example. Oh, God, I forget his freaking name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, as I mentioned earlier, I'm in the bowling. Okay. And there's a young kid, and he started doing YouTube videos on bowling tips, is from how to throw a ball, how to hook the ball correctly, popper stance. Then he also started doing ball review videos. His parents would buy him some new bowling balls. He did review videos on them and talk about them. Well, it ended up being Logan Fossum. I think that's it, Logan Fossum, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, his channel, when I first came onto it, it had about 1,500 or 1,400 subscribers. And within about a little over a month and a half, this guy was at 15,000 or so subscribers. So there's a company in Michigan, of all places, my state, called Motive Bowling Balls. And he started getting free product, meaning free bowling balls and bowling ball equipment, all that stuff. And some of these bowling balls ain't cheap. Like mine I bought last year from a Storm. I paid about $200 for this bowling ball. have it drilled and the price of the ball. It's not cheap. So anyway, because his YouTube channel got so big, that's an example. A company actually sought him out, and I could tell what was going on. He didn't say exactly, but I could easily pick up on this. Is he started doing review videos of just all these brand new Motive bowling balls, and then he wore Motive bowling ball t-shirts, and every time he did like a bowling tip video, he always mentioned Motive. And he had Motive bowling ball shoes, Motive bowling ball bags, everything. So I was like, okay, he got bought by Motive. But it's a cheap way to advertise. And rather than Motive spending all that money and to pay to advertise their stuff on Fox Sports with the bowling, which they do from time to time, when this guy's got like close to 15,000 audience, and his audience is probably I'd say 3/4 or more bowlers, that's when they're like, okay, I don't mind it. We'll ship them some expensive bowling balls and equipment, everything Motive. This is great advertisement. And some companies do that. If your channel starts to get big, you can do that. Now, you could do it on your own, which is a whole nother topic, doing affiliated marketing. But here's the thing. If your channel's not that big, you're not going to make much money in affiliated marketing. I'll be flat out blunt honest. So that's one of those things. Don't get discouraged. But I always believe in you want to do step A and B before you progress to C. So if you're someone, let's say, who's got 428 subscribers, and you put a video out, and in one day you might have, let's say, 18 views on the video, you're not going to want to try to get into doing that affiliated marketing and dropping affiliated marketing links with your video and promoting products. It's going to be tough to sell that, Now, if you're a channel who's got, let's say, 4,500 subscribers, 4,500 subscribers, and every time you drop a video, you're getting at minimum, at least within one day, like 250 views, then yeah, that's something you might want to look into. If you want some more information on affiliated marketing, you can go to my channel. I did a video making money on eBay, and I went over that, as well as you can just Google affiliated marketing on YouTube, and there's a lot of videos and information on that. But yeah, a sponsorship from Snapple. I'm going to have to get a hold of them one of these days for sure. Before I end my broadcast here, is there anything else anybody like to say? Or I had a fun time tonight. We did the Price is Right game on the TV. We watched the drone, that life-size drone, the flightless car drone. Yes, thank you, Roll. Yeah. Did you I take it you guys enjoyed the video there, that life-size drone? That was pretty cool. Someone can actually just sit in that freaking thing and bzzz. But just like the electric cars, real quick, just going over it one more time, it's just a matter of time. Yeah, that drone was really awesome. They're going to probably develop like a 2-seater drone and probably have like a compartment for the thing, and then have like those blades on the front and on the back. There'll be a lot to it. It's like I say, it only runs 10 minutes right now, 10 to 15 minutes. And they say it won't be long to get it to run a half hour, but yeah. Am I doing YouTube full time right now? No. I do YouTube, just part-time. Now I do spend a lot of time for like live broadcasts and getting stuff set up and making everything here for my broadcast. I do, and even my videos. So I do spend a lot of time, but I have a full-time job. I'm not going to get into, excuse me, what I exactly do for a living and my job. But one thing I enjoy about this too is a lot of things, like I say, I'm not with this COVID-19. I'm not going out bowling, and I don't meet too much with friends right now. And, my social life is pretty much been hacked right now. A lot of things for everybody with this COVID-19 outbreak. So I really enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing, you know, whether it's a live broadcast or doing a video on YouTube and watching my channel grow, as well as interacting and making friends on YouTube as well. It's very similar to like, you know, Facebook. You know, you make the friends but with YouTube, which is so cool, is I enjoy watching a lot of my friends, their videos and what they do, you know, and I'm sure some like coming on here, what I do. But yeah, it's not a full-time deal for me, Mike. Just part-time that I do YouTube. I'll probably do my next live broadcast later this week. I got it. My schedule right now, I'm on a swing shift, so I'm bouncing around from nights to days, and you know, it's just when I get time. I didn't even plan on doing it tonight till I found out the last minute, which was like yesterday. I said, "Oh, that's right, I'm off tomorrow night." So, anyway, and I'll try to switch some things up. Like, if you didn't check it out, I believe you guys probably have Life of Naya and Mike and Raw. When I'm well, one of my goals is to be monetized and make some money. You know, time is money doing this YouTube. Yeah, just some money I spend on stuff, you know, from my broadcasting microphone to some of my lighting, and the camera wasn't that much, but all the time I've put into this, yeah. But yeah, if I made real big money and grew huge, then yeah, I would really consider doing it full time. But I will say this though. There's exceptions to every freaking thing in life, but to me, you got to stay active. Not saying I don't necessarily agree with you got to upload a video every day, but you got to upload on a regular basis and stay active of what you're doing. So let's say that you usually average 2 videos per week, okay? Or a broadcast and a video per week. You know, you might be more or less. But if you take a hiatus and a break from the YouTube, you know, for a good month or so, it's a tough hill to climb back up again. It's like once you start, you got to, you know, stay with it to keep that growth and progression. And I don't have all the answers, you know, step by step, exactly what works, because what works for some people might not work for others, and, you know, vice versa. But that'd probably be when I went full time. Yeah. Any before I wrap the late night show, as I got right here, this is kind of coming in a little blurry, maybe from the light, but you can see my template. That's the microphone that's got the little broadcasting logo right there. I thought that was cool. Anyway, before I wrap this up here, the late night show. Okay. How much does YouTube pay for an hour? Or PB the Cool and McNigrum. How much does YouTube pay for an hour? You know, I am not, I'll say this. I do know with the YouTube ads, when your channel is monetized, that varies what you get paid per ad. It could be usually it might be like about 4 or 5 cents you get for an ad that someone watches in full on your channel when you're monetized. So like, let's say there's a State Farm ad that runs 15 seconds, and somebody watches that whole State Farm ad before your video. It's actually not YouTube, it's Google. Google owns YouTube. So what'll happen is Google, once you're signed, your account is set up through Google AdSense, you'll get that 4 or 5 cents for that video watch, okay? That State Farm commercial, just as an example. Now, sometimes you might get a quarter. They have what's also called click-through rate. So if it's one of these ads, let's say, and I'll just use State Farm again. Let's say it's a State Farm ad, and this ad runs like 17 seconds. And just before the end of the ad, it says, if you would like more information on State Farm auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and other insurance policies, please click here. And somebody clicks it and they're directed to State Farm website. Okay. Now you get a little more than that 4 or 5 cents for someone watching the video. You'll get that 25 cents because it's called a click-through rate. Not only did someone watch that commercial, but they clicked a link that took them there. So they'll pay more money for that too. Now, I don't know. I'd have to research a little bit. They also do those YouTube surveys, and I'm sure that's similar to the ads, that when someone replies to that survey before the video, which I've done a few times, that, whose ever channel or video that is, they get a little small chunk of money and YouTube keeps it. But really, YouTube makes out like bandits on this, because let's say YouTube gives me 5 cents for someone who watches that 15-second State Farm insurance commercial on my video, my channel. YouTube's probably getting like 20 cents on that freaking thing. I'm getting a small percentage. I feel it should be a 50-50 shot, but it's their platform, their thing, and then they're the ones who deal with it. Because basically what'll happen, you get a company, again, like State Farm Insurance, they'll work a deal out with YouTube. They'll come in and say, okay, how much it'll all go by, not like per videos, but most of it'll go by minutes and time. So they'll say, okay, you would basically want to run it the time of, let's say, 90 days, and you want X amount of, let's say, 500,000 total minutes run on videos. And then YouTube will say, here's what we'll do, State Farm. You pay us 80, let's say $100,000 up front. And then, each month we'll bill $100,000 and we'll give you so much money. But they work those deals out. YouTube does with these different companies. So, those are reasons why they get a bigger share. Some people say, and I don't necessarily agree with it, oh, it's just free money, man. Monetize your videos. That's just gravy, free money. Well, here's the thing is, it's not freaking free if you think about it, because I got to spend the time, and it goes for you too. I got to spend the time doing a live broadcast, and it's got to be something that people will come into and watch. I got to spend time doing a video, and I got to make that video. So I've seen people have over 1,000 subscribers and only have freaking 35 views on a video because it's just that bad of content. So it's not free money, as I hear some people just say. You got to use a lot of your creativity as well as bring those people in to watch the stuff. If making money and being successful on YouTube was easy, freaking everybody would be, doing it. How much watch time do you need each month to get $100? I don't know as far as the watch time, because there's ways you make money on the live broadcast from that little dollar icon square box, and then the super chat, and people could donate, as well as something to do with the watch time. But with the ads, the Google on the monetization, the YouTube ads, Mike, how that works, like I said, that's by how many ads get clicked each time someone watches the full ad, as well as if somebody clicks the ad, you make money on that. So, yeah, but I don't know specifically as far as how much watch time I need each month to make $100. I have to research a little bit more on the aspects of making money with the live broadcast. I'm really well versed in when it comes to the videos. But there's also that other thing too I've been seeing as well, and I got to do a little more research on it. This YouTube membership deal, and it'll have a little icon. It'll say join. And a good friend of mine just got monetized that Obria Mon something. He's from the Philippines. And he's got that thing, that join click tab membership thing, which is cool. Let me get a drink here. Wet the whistle when I do all this talking, but I come on there. I watch people's ads. The only thing I'll leave someone's live would be similar. People I've seen this, they will go, oh, info spot 401. Oh, you're here. Like up my live. Like up my live. When I get approached, and the first thing you do, and you hound me, like up my live. A lot of times I'll tell you about it, But it's the same way. If someone's monetized and I come on their live and they're I seen this once, was they keep hounding these people. Oh, you got to get a membership because of this and that. You want to join and get a member. And I've preached about this before. There's people that are givers and takers. Now, somebody who does that is an outright taker, you know, because I have a background in public speaking and I can pick up quick on people that are in it for the freaking money. Oh, I got a comment here. I'm sorry, Raw. The Common Parish, Louisiana residents dug through what was left of their belongings, covered roofs with traps, and took stock of damage. How much time? Oh, wow. Okay. That's from as I did read that hurricane, was it Laura that came through and hit part of Louisiana and it was supposed to come into that Houston, Texas area? Was that from that Hurricane Laura, Raw? Or is your comment on somebody else's live, or you accidentally put that in mine? Oh, that's from Hurricane Laura. Okay, I got you. Yeah. I did talk about that a couple lives. Was it my last late night show or the late night show before it? Hurricane Laura I talked about. I should call my coworker working midnights, Mike. I told him I have another friend of mine, not Mike for VP, but a coworker, my Mike. He's working nights. I sent him a text that said, check out my live. He's got a YouTube, but I'm going to wrap this up. Oh, I keep hitting the space bar here. And I hit the space bar here to bring it up. Okay, hold on. What happens if someone skipped in 3 minutes ad after watching half the time? I believe I have to check. Okay. So I'm not 100% for certain on this, Mike. And it's just the way it's set up. If somebody doesn't watch the full ad, okay, whether it's a 15-second State Farm ad, like State Farm insurance ad, and I get like 4 cents off the freaking thing, and someone watches a whole 15-second video, or it's one of these like 5-minute freaking ads. Somebody's pitching these miracle vitamins. I've seen that crap before. And somebody gets through 3 minutes of the ad and doesn't watch the full 5-minute ad, you get squat. Yeah, I don't think you get money similar to how the YouTube, how getting YouTube watch hours work, where if somebody, let's say you do a video and it's 2 hours and 5 minutes, okay, and someone watches an hour and 10 minutes, you'll get that hour watch time. They watched it and they'll count it for you. But I don't believe it works with the ads. If someone doesn't watch that whole ad, you get jack. You don't get jack. Jack squat, you know what. Now, I could be mistaken, but that to me would only be a concern if you want these real long videos in your ad. And from my understanding, you could pick the type of niche and ads you want. Like if I was monetized, I don't want to be running Coco Chanel purse ads on my live broadcast or my videos, you know, unless I got a big base of women watching. And I have a few women that I'm friends with. Life of Naya, she comes here. Or I'll take it a step further. Beauty care products. Like what in the hell would beauty care products have to do with what my content is? Now, if I have a commercial, an ad that runs, let's say from Bell Tire, and hey, get a wheel alignment for free, buying tires or AutoZone auto parts, you know, or something like that. Yeah, that'd be cool. But there is a thing where you could kind of pick out the type of niche or ads you want, not the specific ones, I believe, but they put a category that you want to run with your live broadcast and videos. That's another sign. I'll tell you guys this, and you'll see this from time to time, and you'll say, hey, Ed talked about it on the InfoSpot 411 channel. You're going to pick this up quick. When I talk about where's my pen? I love to use my pen. Anyway, when I talk about the givers and takers, okay, a quick sign that you'll pick up a freaking taker when someone is monetized and there's excessive ads in their video. And what I mean is, it's one thing you run, they have a choice of starting off their video with 2 ads or just 1 ad. Okay, so someone puts 2 ads in when they start the video off. But when you get through the video, and let's say it might be a 25-minute video, but like every 5 minutes, they're running an ad. When you get monetized, you can set how many ads you want in your video and when you want them to run. And I've seen this sometimes, like people YouTube cracked down on this years ago, but people would take a movie like this, Bravo 20, okay? And it's obviously copyright. It's, what movie company is this? Dimension Films, okay? But what they would do is they would put the movie in the middle of their video in the screen, and they would have like special effects around it while it played, so the YouTube algorithm doesn't pick it up. And what they would do is you could watch for free that whole hour-and-a-half movie, but like every 10 or 12 minutes, ads would pop up. Ad. But when you notice somebody's putting in a whole bunch of ads in their video, that's them being freaking greedy. That's not YouTube. Some people think, oh, it's something to do with YouTube. No, that's their own choice. That's somebody being a taker and being freaking greedy. Now, if you put a couple ads at the start of your video and you put an ad on at the end of your video, that's cool. You know, we'd all like to make a little money in what we do, or even get rich at what we're doing. But that to me is just a quick, greedy move. And I've seen this before when people are putting a bunch of ads, you know, in their video. And you'll notice that if someone's monetized. And I've a lot of them I just turned off. I'm like, I'm done. I'm out of here. You know, or another one is there's also, I believe, a feature they can make the ads where you can skip it after 5 seconds. And some are like mandatory watches if you want to watch the video. But I've seen some where they've done 2 ads and there's no skipping. You got to watch the freaking whole 2 ads. And that's a big turnoff to me. But it gets back to being greedy and being a taker. Let me get a sip of my Snapple. Is there anything else before I wrap this up, any of you guys would like to ask, or anything you'd want to say for being here? Again, a couple things to go over before I end the broadcast here. I will do the Price is Right winners and contestants video, and I will drop that Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening sometime. And I will have in the winner's circle, Mike 4VP. My grand prize winner will be the first one in the video. Victory Yay. Raw, you're in the winner's circle. Prin Victor's in the winner's circle. And Servant David, you are in the winner's circle. Now, I got 3 other people I'm putting in the video as honorable mention. Life of NIQ. Life of Naya 06, you're going to be in the video, honorable mention. And Sonia Art, you're in the video too, honorable mention. And sometimes what I do too, well, I'll do an honorable mention. I'll let my broadcast sit. If someone comes in and they let me know they watched this live broadcast in full and put a comment below, like they let's say they're sleeping the night or they're at work, they weren't able to come on my live, but they watch it and let me know before I do this video, I'll put them in the video too. I've done that as well, because that to me helps me out with watch time. And it just it's a way of me giving back. If someone's nice enough to go watch my live, and I'm doing this video, sure. Oh, with Schindler Elevator 2000. Schindler Elevator 2000 has been disqualified for cheating. He was cheating. Cheating on the game. Were you here? I was just talking about it. Remember to visit. It's been great it's been great networking with you. Yes, we do network with each other. But yeah, I went over it a little while ago. I don't know. Did you hear me, Raul? I was talking about it is Schindler Elevator was cheating in the game, and I picked up on it after a while. And he was caught cheating on another YouTube channel, someone I'm friends with the trivia game. And yeah, I liked having him on here, and he's always been a great supporter of me. But it's just we're having fun. But one thing I don't have a tolerance for, if I know someone is cheating and I'm trying to do the game and we're having fun, get lost, goodbye, have a great day. I'm not gonna, tolerate that. So yeah, he's been disqualified. He was cheating on the game. Remember to visit. It's been great network. Yes, Mike 4VP. I will remember to come over and check out your channel. I will do that. I will have you in the video. And thank you so much, Mike. Man, you come on here often. Same with you too, Raw. Definitely. Yeah, I didn't see was mentioned. PB the Cool, by the way, is a good friend of mine. On here, and he comes often. Yeah, I didn't see him on the broadcast, but people have stuff going on too. McNikram. Yeah, I welcome McNikram on here. I enjoy talking with him as well. You're more than welcome, Raul. You're more than welcome. Oh, I have 4 people on here. One last time before I end the live, everybody. If you'd like to be in my Price is Right winners and contestants video, if you want to be in the video, all you have to do is type in a comment. So if I didn't mention your name, you're here, you're not sure, just type in a comment right now in the chat. Put a comment in the chat here, and I'll put you in that video. It's 7 a.m. in the UK where PB lives. Oh, okay. So PB's probably, if it's 7 a.m. there right now, it's 2:52 a.m. here. He's probably just getting up. Oh, your playlist. I'll tell you what I do, Mike. I will do the video, but I'll come over to your place, and I'll watch some of your stuff, and I let it be known, and I do full watches on people's videos. Now, if you got like a 6-hour live, I might not be able to run a whole 6-hour deal, but I do spend time on YouTube and going to the channels that come to my live. So yes, it does. It works both ways. So, what I will do, I will hit your place up and I'll let my presence be known, Mike. And I'll say this, as I preach when it comes to networking, I do a full watch on a video. So like, Mike, if let's say you got a 17-minute video, I will watch that whole 17 minutes. And I'll drop a like and a comment, and that's genuine networking, because that's what I would like too. When you come on my channel, I just did the bad drivers video. I think that was 22 or 23 minutes. But I know a lot of people watched that video in full and left a nice comment and like. But yeah, I'll do that. But yeah, the tribute videos, I do that for everybody. Takes part in my live, as well as like this one's gonna be, for the Price is Right game thing. But yeah, I will hit your place up, Mike, and I'll be checking your stuff out. I'll put it that way, and I will let my presence be known. So yeah, give me a couple of days. You'll see. As I come on your channel before, no problem. I think I've been to your place too, Raw, before, but yeah, I think you're more. You like to come on YouTube, is not so much as a creator. You like to, go to the live broadcast and, watch different things on the YouTube. I don't think you do too much as far as being a YouTube creator. Anyway, is there anything else before I end the live broadcast? Oh, okay, Raul, you're going to upload some videos soon. Okay, I will be there. And Mike, I will hit up your place, and I will let my presence be known with some full watches. So I'll leave it at that. Yes. Okay, well, with that being said, a big thank you, and I appreciate it so much, everybody, for coming on my late night show. But you know how it goes. All good things must come to an end. Without you, I have no show. So I'll leave it at that. And ending the late night show, I say this because I mean this. Stay safe and enjoy life, everybody.